All right. So put a 1 in the chat if you know who this young lady is. Put a 2 in the chat if you don't know who this young lady is. Because right now, so y'all know who y'all know who this young lady is. Did y'all know she was live a few days ago? She went live on YouTube. A quick background. The only reason why I'm dealing with this young lady, she said that she was raped by Diddy and other people and used as a party favor when she was younger. This young lady, by the name of, you all know as Allie Carter, she said she was raped and used as a party favor by Diddy and his associates when she was younger. Now, the next question is, why didn't she testify? Why wasn't she in the courts, right? A lot of people ask. I'm going to let her tell you why she did not testify with Diddy. I'm going to let her tell you. All right? Here it is. Here it is. All right, so let me pause that. And if anybody is law savvy, I want y'all to pay attention on why this young lady wasn't in the Diddy trial. Once again, she alleged that Diddy and company took advantage of her when she was younger and used as a party favor at his parties. This is why she wasn't called to the stand. This is why she wasn't subpoenaed. Let's pay attention. I'm going to make it bigger. Let's make this bigger. Boom. Okay. Let's bring this up so y'all can see her face. There she go. Hello, Ellie. All right. Here she go. All right. Y'all see the look on my face? Okay. Ellie, why wasn't you subpoenaed to go testify against Diddy at his trial? Because, ma'am, you alleged that Diddy and others took advantage of you when you were such a teenager, between the ages of, I guess, 14, 16, 17, something like that. We don't know, but you alleged that Diddy used you and your friends as a party favor. All right? Why weren't you in court? Hold on, let me unmute the mic. Allie, we can't hear you. Speak up, Allie.
There's so many people who wanted me to be a witness on this trial, and I want to explain jurisdiction. I know some people don't understand jurisdiction, so let's talk about it. If you got a ticket in Utah, let's say you got a ticket in Utah, and you live in Georgia, but you decided to leave from Utah after you got your ticket, go to Georgia and say, I'm walking into this courthouse, and because I chose this courthouse, I'm deciding that I'm going to do my court here because I said so. That's what I'm doing. I don't care about jurisdiction. I don't care about the law. It's the same thing with, you see the people and the things with the immigrant and the border situation just coming in and deciding I don't want to follow anybody's rules. You got to follow our rules when you go into other countries, but I don't want to follow anybody's rules and just coming in. You can't I can't just walk into a case and be like, I'm gonna get up on there on that case. First of all, because of jurisdiction. First of all, people have a really big TV mentality. So they believe that just because I went through something on this case, that I was just supposed to pop up and go through this red carpet event of people fangirling, of predators walking out of this case. Do you understand jurisdiction? There's so many people who wanted me to.
I gotta hear that one more time.
Be a witness on this trial, and I want to explain. There's so many people who wanted me to be a witness on this trial, and I want to explain jurisdiction. I know some people don't understand jurisdiction, so let's talk about it. If you got a ticket in Utah, let's say you got a ticket in Utah, and you live in Georgia, but you decided to leave from Utah after you got your ticket, go to Georgia and say, I'm walking into this courthouse, and because I chose this courthouse, I'm deciding that I'm going to do my court here because I said so. That's what I'm doing. I don't care about jurisdiction. I don't care about the law. It's the same thing with you see the people and the things with the immigrant and the border situation just coming in and deciding I don't want to follow anybody's rules. You got to follow our rules when you go into other countries, but I don't want to follow anybody's rules and just coming in. I can't.
Okay, I heard enough. Allie, ma'am, Tori, Outlaw, Allie Carter, ma'am. Question number one. What the hell are you talking about? So, based off your theory, the reason why you wasn't subpoenaed to the Diddy trial is because of boundaries across state lines. So you're telling me that all the crimes that was brought up against Diddy all happened in New York City? I mean, it happened in New York State? Did none happen in Florida? Did none happen in California? All the crime happened in New York, based on your theory. The federal government brought charges against a state crime. I mean, a person that committed a crime in a state, one state. Allie, ma'am, let me help you out. The reason why your ass wasn't subpoenaed is because the story you told about Diddy and a few other people we're going to get to was fabricated and made up. Well, Great Vibes, how can you say that? If you new to my channel, you just knew. The stories that you have told about Diddy, because even when you told this story before, we was trying to piece together the timeline and how old you were. See, Allie, we know how old you were when you left home. We know how old you were when you was gone for that small length of time and where you was located. Let's get started. I want y'all to pay attention to this. No, what do Great Vibes know? Right? What do Great Vibes know? I couldn't wait to get started on this. She did this interview on the 28th of June. All right? And I know why she did this interview. She did this because not only she mentioned me, she called me out. She said that I'm a sorry excuse for a man. That's fine, right? Allie, thank you. Thank you for saying that I'm a sorry excuse for a man. I really appreciate that. Okay. How many videos have we showed of you and Shelly acting a damn fool in public with law enforcement twice at a cell phone store? But I'm a sorry excuse for a man. Y'all around here telling people that y'all are running from people, but we're playing videos on this channel that y'all are acting a damn fool out in public. Oh, okay. Now it's time to debunk Allie.
I know you don't love me. I see it in your
Hello, everyone. It's your girl Miracle Sims, and you are watching the GSL Talk Show. Tonight, here she is for the first time, technically, on the GSL Talk Show.
Technically.
Allie Carter, y'all. Yay!
Thank you, sis. Hey, y'all.
Hold on, sister. Hold on. Can you help me real quick? Because we got to do this before the people.
Okay.
I'm sorry, y'all. Damn! It was getting gooder. Before I get started, I want y'all to know I have no ill will towards this young lady. The only reason why I'm debunking her stories is because not only I've had several conversations with her biological mother, and also her biological mother was on this platform speaking, it's the fact that she took other people's stories, took their name out of it, and plugged her name in it as if she was the individual that's been through these situations. Well, Great Vibes, how can you say that? Let me give you one. She said she was with 3 people that worked in that big white building out there in DC. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I just can't say it on TikTok. She said she was with 3 people that sits in that chair with that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I can't say it. She's with 2 males and 1 of the wives. If I play that clipping on here, they're going to ban me off TikTok. Trust me, I did it. They banned me for a week. There you go. Thank you for putting in the comments. I need y'all help. Y'all ready? So I'm not attacking her. I'm attacking her stories. It's real victims out there that's been through some real BS. And I'm not saying everything she's saying is a lie. It's the fact where she said her relationship between her and Shelly. She been with these celebrities, allegedly. And also they've been on the run. So today we are going to debunk all of that live with your boy, Great Vibes on 10 for the win.
Okay.
It is
Yes.
June
Let me
28th.
June
It is
28th.
June 28th.
help you.
Do y'all see that?
You know, everybody like that's AI.
I almost forgot. It is current. Now, we don't usually do this on the GSL Talk Show, but we got to look.
June
Her phone is freezing.
June 28th. Is it June 28th for you as
June
well?
28th.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
we
right.
Yes, it is. June 28th.
No AI. You know, this is recent. Okay.
Just making sure everybody with us. Check your calendar.
All right, y'all. If y'all see her, that's not me. I'm running good internet service over here. That's Allie's phone freezing because they on the run again. They don't want the elites to catch up to them because they on the run.
I know this gonna come out in the future, but it's very recent. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Had to just make sure, sis.
Oh man, people.
Felt
I know, because we're gonna get started in so much stuff and people just get so confused. So that's the one thing that let's just try to stay with us.
Yes.
Just listen up.
Stay with us.
Well, look, I'm gonna try to treat
Thank
this
you
as
so much for
normal-
having me.
Yes, I was gonna say I'm gonna try to treat it as a normal conversation for GSL Talk Show like I usually do. But I mean, with you being the second face that is most seen on this channel, I mean, this question's gonna be weird. But hey, why don't you introduce yourself and then tell us a little bit about
Listen
yourself?
up, y'all.
Okay. Okay.
You could tell us where you're from if you want to say that part too, but
no. Tell me a little bit of little background. Hey y'all. My name is Allison Leilani Carter. For those who don't know of me, and thank you so much for those who do. I am 31 years old now. Praise God. I made it 31 years. I am a 31-year-old woman. So to splash those rumors of I'm a kidnapped little girl, not anymore. Okay.
See, I catch little shit. I catch shit. I'm not a kidnapped little girl anymore. I catch little shit, and that's what I start researching. Y'all ones that be listening to her and saying, "Oh, we feel for Allie. I believe Allie. Oh, she was. Oh my goodness." But your ass don't listen. I try to bring y'all ass up here on my panel and listen to y'all why y'all believe the shit that she say. Hell, y'all can't even get y'all dates together. I will ask y'all, why do you believe Allie? You get your ass up here. Well, I had a daughter that been through a similar situation. Ma'am, why do you believe? What did Allie say outside your own anecdotal experience that Allie is deemed to be true that this has happened to her? Well, my cousin, she fuck your cousin. What did Allie say that you deem to be true? Well, the tunnels under the Getty Museum, we know that they did. Get the fuck off my platform. Just get off. Drop. Get down. Next. Oh, here go the next one. Well, Allie was she was she was messed around at when she was a baby at 3 months. She was with CPS at 3 months. Somebody messed with her at 3 months. Okay, ma'am, how do you know? Well, that's what Allie said. She was messed around at 3 months. Ma'am, do you remember what happened to you at 3 months? Well, Allie said she was messed. Okay, let's say if that's true. Who told Allie she was messed around at 3 months? Well, she said that she remember being messed around at 3 months. Let's go, y'all. I just had to give y'all what the shit I've been dealing with on this platform. right? All these folks come up on my panel, but can't show me no proof. But when I provide evidence, when I take a video of her saying something and another video of her saying something totally different at the same time, y'all get mad at Great Vibes for doing that. That must be AI. Woman, I almost called you up. Anyway. All right, let's go.
This is why with my slide, I said we getting messy. Starting off strong. Let's go.
I got more. You know I do. So yeah, I'm 31. I am a sex trafficking survivor, satanic ritual abuse, child protective services from Riverside County, California, survivor. I know a lot of people don't want to talk about child protective services in my situation. Those who don't want to talk about it, I know where you stand. But those who do are trying to find out, trying to figure out. I was in the child protective services government system for a little bit. My mom is right here.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, it's Ray, Carter. That's the real one. that's the only one. That's the number one. So she's here with me, and we, all jokes aside, we're trying to find some type of So we're gonna have a long talk with y'all today. I hope y'all can stay with us. But I've been through a lot, and we're gonna dig into a small timeline if we can. But going back, just giving y'all a very short timeline. I've seen CPS reports. I have copies of CPS reports. I was given the reports by Child Protective Services custody when I turned 18 years old. They handed us a lot of our information. And then while in the system, I was told a lot that CPS was called in the beginning when I was 3 months old. I have that. We have showed that. I don't know how that is so misconstrued. Some people have asked, how does a 3-month-old child know what happened to them?
So she's responded to me like she's done several times. She's responded to me because I even questioned it, right? While I was talking to her biological mother on this page. While her mother was showing photos of her with her baby, with Tori, with Allie. Proceed.
There are documents, and there's so much documentation from when I was a baby that CPS has been called since way before me.
You said Watermelon asked why she not talk to you directly. I don't know. Message her and figure out why she don't want to talk to me. She addressed me. She said that I was a sad excuse of a man. She talked about me. But trust me, she ain't going to want to have an interview with me. Not after the shit that I showed on my YouTube channel. Because I proved her ass wrong. How they have extorted so much money from you all. And I called that shit out.
Since 1987, actually, in the very corrupt predator's home that I was in as a child. And when I turned about, I was abused a lot throughout that home. And I mean, again, CPS was called. I don't know if you could share those documents on your screen. Once again, there's so many, and we have so many more. But it's just so hard to continue to put out. I don't think there's anybody really on the internet putting out as many receipts as we have. I don't really see anyone. putting out as many receipts as we have from top to bottom, from
Allie, sweetheart, because I know you're gonna watch this when I upload this shit up to YouTube, ma'am. The shit that y'all put on the 90s Nation website, the shit that y'all put on XOOD something, whatever your channel name is over there on Instagram and shit. You know where y'all block me? Y'all block me on Instagram. The same stuff that y'all put over there, luckily I have it, and I'm going to show it. We took the time out 2 weeks ago, and we broke that shit down. Tell me why that shit was scanned and like somebody went in and redid it. Somebody scanned it, put it on the computer and plugged in some shit and printed it out. We saw the discrepancies on the lines. Shit was spelled wrong. Shit was out of place. And you said illegal documents do this? We did that already. We broke the shit down.
Locations to names to ages, I don't see that. And I don't know about you that who you're listening right now. Can you think about that? Have you really seen anyone put out as many receipts as we have given y'all? If you go back, I know there are so many people here that have seen us since we went viral in 2020. So you've been sitting here for a while with us, like you yourself, Miracle, and you're that miracle to us that have been sitting here since 2020 to see the truth from the get-go. And at first I was like, to be able to just talk, to be able to speak at first, I was like, I had never been there. Sorry, I'm jumping. I was abused as a child. In the home that I was in, there were 6 girls that were being shuffled around, all different fathers. There were 6 girls who were going through 6 different versions of hell in the same home. And my version of hell in that home was being beat and being used as a sex toy, amongst many other things. And this happened up until I was about 12 or 13 years old. And when I turned 12, I'm telling you right now, I thought it was normal. And in the Black community, there is so many things going on in Black homes that we don't talk about. And I'm not trying to get
Now she's at the age of 12, y'all. Listen.
to adjust with the Black culture, because I know that this is everyone's culture. There's dirt in everyone's backyard that people don't want to talk about and don't want to touch because it hits home too close. So we'd rather go into somebody else's backyard to talk about it. But when we talk about the Black community in general, a lot of the versions of what happens in my house stays in the house, and I will beat my kid so society doesn't beat my kid, and the slave bandwagon that people still try to jump on out of the Black community, but not talking about what's going on Black crimes in Black homes. I was sold to this predator's, I don't call that's not a mother. I don't know if that's a breeder. I'm not sure if that's an incubator. I'm not sure if that's a holder. I would call it a madame or a mistress from the way that she brutally tried to crush the spirit and the life out of her own so-called children. But at 12 years old, I started asking questions. I was raped a lot. I was traumatized a lot. I was physically beaten to the point I would have to be taken out of school. It was not just me. Like I said, it was not just me, and I hold those records for those, but again, to each its own. Like I said, the calls were made since 1987, and I have those receipts. God forbid anything ever happened to us. We have insurance holders, as we call, all around the world that hold a lot of the information that we're holding, those cards that we hold so close to our chest. And we do that because it's hard for people to fathom the truth. It's easier for people to digest BS, and it is so hard for people to swallow the pill of truth. It takes forever for people to get close to the truth, but people sway real quick to rumors, lies, chaos, and confusion. And as a child, I started asking questions. I started asking other kids, how do you get in trouble? I started asking other kids, what is your family like? I started asking around, like, is this okay? And when I started getting answers back and seeing how other people were responding to me, I'm like, something's not right. I was at 12 years old, my so-called, they wanted to call her a mother. I don't call anything close to that creature a mother. We'll get into that in a little bit. I'm sure GSL supporters and everybody else know who I'm talking about. A lacretion, a lust secretion, a lust secretion of Satan. Anywho, I at 12 years old, I was being laid over her lap every time she would drop me off with these boyfriends that would rape and abuse me. And she would come home sometimes across her lap and look between my legs. I don't know what she was looking for. I don't understand it. Never understood it. And
Everybody, do me a favor. Put up. We love the TikTok shop in the comments. I need y'all to drop this right now, please. Yes, it's another story. When I was listening to this last night, I never heard this one. Y'all do me a favor because of what she just said. I need y'all to spam. We love the TikTok shop. Also, if you also want to spam the chat, also spam hashtag Allie Carter, hashtag 90s Nation. Anything that has to do with the Allie's people, hashtag they ass and bring they ass over here because they gonna want to be here for this. The shit that I got, they want to be over here for this. This woman have lied to you all for so long, and y'all still believe this woman because of your personal experience of some shit that you went through growing up. So y'all trauma bond to this woman's story, not fact checking anything. And y'all hate content creators like myself that go back and listen. My goodness, Sweet Taste, thank you so much for that thick ass galaxy. You say you really do love the TikTok shop. They got some fire ass shit. Why did it got the? That's supposed to be on me. That's supposed to be on me. How did it get that shit? All right. Y'all ready? Let's go.
again, I always thought things were normal until 12 years old. And I was like, I can't do this anymore, especially when it became being brutalized by authority, being brutalized by my own principals, my own doctors, my own, the police departments and things.
So your principal beat your ass too? Y'all, that's a new one. I got to do my research on that one. That's a new one. Not a principal at the school is on this. Shit. The doctors, the police. Damn.
In my area. I started, like, okay, this is enough. There was nothing that I could do to get away from it. There was nothing I could do to get out of it because the ties to the last name, the ties to the elite, dark, deep secrets that these predators hold in unity. As you're seeing now, as you've seen with so many different things, from the Diddy trial to the Epstein trial to real life and to what's going on right here, right now, you're seeing that so many things are covered up by so many people from the top to the bottom. So every time I tried to do anything to get help, to speak out, it was shut down. Anytime there were phone calls made that got a little too close to home, it was shut down. Anytime CPS came out, there was a whole facade that was put on. People knew about what was going on. There were
So far, once again, just to let y'all know, she just did this interview a few days ago on the 28th of June. And I said, I wonder why. Is it the fact that Great Vibes been on TikTok and YouTube straight debunking her stories back to back? And then she called Great Vibes out of his name? She mad because I had her mother over here showing receipts on why we shouldn't believe Allie, right? Listen, anybody, even her mother could say some stuff and I'd be like, oh, well. No, I need to see receipts. This young lady said that she was in the system at this age, this age, this age. Well, great vibes. Let me show you this. Mama was dropping receipts left to right, all the way down to the shot records. Mama was doing that.
Tapes. There was tapes in the back of the closet from this person. She was brutalizing her children. I mean, beating them to the point, and I have that as well. Beating them to the point that.
Notice y'all hear her saying, I have that as well. So she just told y'all 3 days ago, I have proof that my mama was beating all of us and have tapes in the back of the closet. I have it here. They always have something, but they never show you all. They always got something, but they release it over to the insurance holders around the world. Did y'all catch that? Not around the United States, around the world. That's what she said. I started talking about Allie. And the only reason why I'm talking about this young lady is because she sat here on social media and lied to you all about her connections with celebrities, allegedly. So because I'm on here playing these videos and I haven't did it yet today, but in the past I will show another video, her saying something completely different. Y'all get mad at me for doing that. She would say something, then I would bring up a court document that says something completely different of what she said. Y'all get mad at me for doing that. You know why you get mad at me? It's because it's going against your narrative. It's going against your picture that you painted of her out to be this young lady that would just move through the system. She was TRAFF, moved around with these different celebrities, allegedly. She was in these tunnels, out in Russia, down in Mexico, all this other stuff, and y'all believed it. But y'all mad at me. Now TikTok got me in the shadows. You think this is going to stop me with only 91 people in the room? Absolutely not, because I'm going to still continue. So yeah, Alice Army, welcome to the platform. This is your boy Great Vibes on 10 for the win. If you want to learn something, just sit back, relax, put your headphones on, and maybe you will learn something today. Because I don't say nothing. I use Allie against Allie. But they mad at me. Let's continue. Mad at me because I'm playing videos.
Was had severe hyperthyroidism. She was about 15 years old at the time that this was going on, and she was beating her, and then she was lactose intolerant as well. So she would pour milk down. She would try to stand on her neck to squash these big lumps that were coming from her severe thyroid. Just when she would make her mad, she was just her punching bag. And then it got to when she was barely able to move, and anytime somebody pissed her off, she would come back in to beat the hell out of her. And at one point, she would start making tapes of it, shoving milk and things down her throat to see if she would poop herself, pee herself. She would take these.
So she's alleging the fact that her biological mother was video recording her allegedly doing something bad to her own children. She was recording the whole event and then taking the events, downloading them on video tapes and putting the tapes in the closet. Y'all listen to me. was taking the stuff off her phone, downloading them on tapes. She said videotapes and putting them in the closet. I cannot believe all that tapping y'all did, and they gonna come in here and try to spam, try to report my damn live. That shit didn't work. I'm back. I'm itching like a crackhead. It didn't work. I'm back. I'm here. It didn't work. Try again. The hell? Let's go.
videos, and then she would call someone when the neighbors were asking too many questions, if police were knocking on the door, if CPS came out because they heard
That's a commercial, y'all.
or whatever.
Her phone is breaking
Then
up.
it was, oh, oh, it's the kids. Oh, no, it wasn't me. Oh, no, I'm just trying to be someone. Narcissist. I mean, I know so many people have had a narcissistic family member, a narcissistic relationship, a narcissistic something in their life where you can kind of see the patterns of all narcissists are the same. So she would do these things and then try to shove cleaning agents, bleach, pine sol, things like that down her throat. And then she would call someone and say, oh, they're having a mental breakdown and I don't know what's going on. I don't even know where these bruises are coming from, but she needs to be 5150. And this was the life that was happening in this home. So at 12 years old, I was like, I can't do this anymore. And I tried to kill myself. I was at a point where I was like, there's nothing I can do to fight the things that were going on with me at night. I was being beat and destroyed during the day, and every night at clockwork at 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock in the morning, multiple men, like a revolving door.
Debunk time. She just said that at 3 months, that CPS reported that something happened to her at 3 months. How did her mother, biological mother, get back custody of her? She said that CPS reported that something happened to her at 3 months. Bad. How did CPS give you back to your mama if you're alleging that your mama did something bad? Because she told us what it was. She said in a video what her mama did, which we found out that was to be a damn lie. How you get back into your mother's house at 3 months? Because now you fast forward all the way up to the age of 12 years old.
I mean, this woman had so many men through her home. It was like bus stop schedule. You don't know which one was coming next, and just terrorizing her kids.
Come on, Allie, your damn signal. Y'all need to
And
stop.
when I was 12 or 13 and I started being raped in my own closet with coat hangers, uh, being told that.
Now, I don't know if y'all missed that, but she said 12 and 13 years old, she was being stuffed in her closet, allegedly with coat hangers, right? She was like, they was playing with coat hangers, right? Hanging stuff on the wall. Y'all catching my drift? All right, I'm trying to stay within TikTok community guidelines. She says something happened to her with these coat hangers in her closet. They was hanging up stuff in the closet. Please, I hope y'all, if y'all catching my drift, because I'm about to play something. If you're catching my drift, please put a 1 in the chat. You heard what she said. 12 and 13 years old, they was messing with me in my closet. Put a 1 in the comments if you got that. All right, y'all ready for this? She said 12 and 13, right? Don't get mad at Great Vibes for doing this. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me for doing this. This your boy Great Vibes on 10 for the win. Let's connect my phone to so y'all can see it on the TikTok screen. All right, cool. Let's bring my phone up. Can y'all? All right. She said 12:13. She was at home with her mother because she was watching multiple men come in out through the house, allegedly, right? All this is alleged. And they was messing with her at the age of 12 and 13. Don't get mad at Great Vibes. Don't get mad at me. Hold on, let me hold on. Hold on, y'all. It's finna unmute.
It back in December 2020, and I'll repost it in my story after this, and I got attacked. How could you say that about Snoop Dogg? I was his arm candy once.
How old were you?
Wasn't just from my personal experience. I was 13.
Do I need to play that again? Let me play. Let me play that again. You just said you just dropped this video, Allie. You just had this interview, not this one, but the one I'm playing. You just did that interview on June 28th of this year. That was a few days ago. You said that at the age of 12 and 13, you was at home while you watched men come through your house with your mama, mess with you in the closet, allegedly with co-hangers. Allegedly.
And I'll repost it in my story after this, and I got attacked. How could you say that about Snoop Dogg? I was his arm candy once.
How old were you?
Wasn't just from my personal experience. I was 13. Wasn't just from my personal experiences. He is a known pimp. And I got attacked.
So you was at home with your mama, your biological mother, with her different boyfriends, while you was with Snoop Dogg being his arm candy at 13. Oh, I wish Allie's Army was in here. Now, did Great Vibes say that, or she said that? Did Great Vibes say that, or she said that? I'm just saying. Okay. Okay. All right. Because I saw in the comments, I believe Allie. I literally just played a video, 2 different stories, but I still see I believe Allie. Okay. I haven't got started. All right, let me reconnect my iPad. Now, this young lady that's interviewing her, I don't know her. This is not anything towards her. Right now, we just attacking Allie's stories, okay? We attacking her narrative, not the person that's hosting this live. All right. I think the person that's hosting this live, she seemed like a great individual, just doing what she do. All right. Don't know her. Uh, but young lady with the bees right in her head. She doing her thing. All right, let's continue.
It was all okay.
Her phone
I
freezing
was
up.
like, I have to do something. I can't take it anymore. That didn't work. uh, then I went into a mental hospital, about 12, 13 years old, back and forth. I was in and out of shelters, trying to get away. And then
Now we have to ask the question: why was she going to pay attention, y'all? Because I'm going to show y'all some information. She said that I went to a mental hospital. If this is true, at the age of 12 and 13, the video says she says she was with Snoop Dogg at 13. She says she went to a mental hospital at the age of 13. Okay, just make sure y'all clocking it. Why would she go to a mental hospital? You hear? Why would she go to a mental hospital at 13? Huh? Could this be it? She said at 13, right? Remember me telling y'all that she made contact with Shelly at the age of 13? She just told y'all I went to a mental hospital at the age of 13, right? Great vibes bring receipts. What is this? Who man's is this? Who man's is this? Do that say mental health care professional? Who name is this? Oh, Shelly, is this your LinkedIn account that you forgot about? Now, y'all don't worry about the agency. You see right here say agency social worker, tender love and care FFA. Don't worry about it. We're going to get hold on, we're going to get to this later. I ran away and I went to a mental hospital. Huh. Shelly is a mental health care professional. Okay. Okay. All right. How can I get rid of this? What do great vibes know? Oh, okay. Uh, and right now we just working on the video. We just working on the video she just dropped. That's the only thing we working on today. Since she getting on here, getting on YouTube, dropping this information, and so far, we know that um, she lied about what happened with her at the age of 12 and 13. As far as she said, I was being all this stuff inside of my home with my mother, but during the same time, I was with Snoop Dogg being next to him as his arm candy. Okay, that's a lot of moving parts. All right, that's a lot of moving parts. Sorry, y'all. I just got when I disconnect my phone and then reconnect the iPad, it defaults. So I have to keep doing this, y'all. Okay, so just bear with me. This is a teaching moment for everybody that says I believe Allie. Well, you call her lying so far once. not the mental part, but what she was doing at the age of 12 and 13. Y'all see that? So right now we got a connection, right? It's not concrete. Shelly could have been a mental health care professional for anybody. Allie just said she ran away to a mental care hospital. But Shelly is a mental health care professional. Let's continue.
There was a huge attempt. I was had a lot of people holding me down, trying to force me to do something, trying to force me to be okay with being tortured and being someone's sex slave. And I was like, I can't. I went.
Now, was this at home? Because you just said you ran away to the mental hospital. Now you're saying that people are holding you down because you don't want somebody to be your sex slave? Now, is this happening at the mental hospital? Y'all, I need help. Okay.
To Chino Hills Mental Hospital in Chino Hills, California. And I was there for about a month. And I remember talking to the doctors, and they're asking me, what can we do? And I said, go ahead, send me back, because I know that's what you're going to do. I know this how this works. They seen the reports. They looked at everything.
Okay. So you're saying when you was there at the mental hospital, they was trying to hold you down because somebody there was trying to be your sex slave. I mean, you wait, what? I know I'm not the only person that's hearing this. All right? Let's continue.
And they were like, all right, I think it's time that you go into.
You said that's not what she said. Let's rewind it.
Just terrorizing her kids.
Hold on. Signal.
When I was 12 or 13 and I started being raped in my own closet with coat hangers, being told that it was all okay.
Come on. Get your signal. Come on, Alex.
I was like, I have to do something. I can't take it anymore. That didn't work.
Listen.
Then I went into a mental hospital.
Okay.
About 12,
okay, hold on.
13 years old, back and forth. I was in and out of shelters, trying to get away.
Okay. She said she was back and forth to the mental hospital at 12 and 13. I just played the video of her being with Snoop Dogg at the age of 13. Who's that put it? Who put that in the comments? Jay Louise. Did you hear that? I'm gonna pin your comment. Did you hear that? Of what she said, Jay Louise. Did you hear that? Jay Louise, did you hear that? Now listen, it was a signal. We're going to get that straightened up. Jay Louise, I'm speaking to you. I guess Jay Louise left him up out of here. Okay, there you go. Yes, but I didn't take it as at the hospital. Okay. Okay. Let's listen.
And then I want to say about 14 and a half, there was a huge attempt. I was had a lot of people holding me down, trying to force me to do something, trying to force me to be okay with being tortured and being someone's sex slave. And I was like, I can't. Um, I went into Chino Hills Mental Hospital in Chino Hills, California, and I was there for about a month. And I remember talking to the doctors, and they're asking me, what can we do? And I said, go ahead, send me back, because I know that's what you're going to do. I know this how this works. Um,
So when she said people was holding her down, as far as with this SMEC slave, could it have been the people at the mental hospital holding her down to give her an injection so she could calm down? Ain't that's what they do when somebody's outraged? They get admitted in, they are outraged, they hold them down and inject them. I'm just asking questions. Because now once she said who was holding them down, I mean holding her down, and who is this SMEC slaver? I mean slavey. Who is this person? Who is this person? You understand where I'm coming from? Who is this person? Not once she ever said it. But we're going to get to that.
they seen the reports, they looked at everything, and they were like, all right, I think it's time that you go into foster care. And foster care was introduced at 14 and a half. Do y'all hear me? Hello? Hello? Is this thing on? Can you hear me, sis? Did you hear
I
that? That foster care. I know you know. Is it? Excuse me. The foster care. I went into foster care. Y'all hear me? From
mhm.
14 and a half, 15 years old. In September 2009, I went into foster care from Chino Hills Mental Hospital.
Mm.
Okay. And from foster care, I never looked back. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? If you've ever been in a narcissistic, abusive, any type of relationship, I want you to hear me. Stop for a second. I don't care if you hate me. Stop for a second.
I'm gonna see if y'all paying attention. How old did say she went into the foster system? I'm gonna see if y'all paying attention. How old was she? Her words. How old did she say? I need y'all. The only way we're going to, that's the only way this information I have is going to line up. How old did she say? She said 14 and a half, 15. That's correct. That's what she said. Now, what she's finna say, because I watched this already, what she says right after this is very important. And I need y'all to please pay attention. All right. So we're at 14. All right. 13 years old. She was 13, 14. She was at home getting stuff done to her. And then she was with Snoop Dogg. Now she went to the mental hospital. All this happened between the age of 13 and 14. She went to the mental hospital. Then she ran away. And then now she's being opened up to the foster system. All right.
And just think what it would take to never look back to where you came from.
Everybody be asking me, man, does the Bluetooth actually work?
Bro, you get a month for.
That was a commercial.
Have you ever thought about that, sis? Like, if you had somebody tell you, I walked away from something that
Even the host is lost. The host was like, did y'all hear her? The host is lost. Allie, before you get on somebody's platform, make sure you have your stories together because you even got the damn host lost. But let's continue.
I never turned around. I never asked for help. I never wanted to be spit on if I was on fire. I never wanted to know if anybody was checking on. I didn't care. I walked away at 14 and a half, and I said I would rather go to hell than spend one more day in this hell that I'm already going through. Do you understand what I'm saying? I understand that everybody has a different hell to deal with, but the same devil to play with. I understand that. But I went at 14 and a half years old and said I would rather go to whatever
14 and a half, y'all.
than to turn back around and look at the people that have tried to deem me as unlovable and nothing but a sex toy and a puppet. I never looked back. I am now 31 years old. I need people to hear this. I'm saying this over and over again because I'm hoping that this gets into the people's head that it needs to, because this part is missing from a lot of people's rumors, content. There's so many content creators that are trafficking me, asking you for money. I have never asked for money. I've never asked for a dime. Nothing. I don't want anybody's money. I don't want anybody's dime. I would appreciate if you open your damn eyes and see the truth. That's all.
Who was here yesterday or day before when I played the video of them with the school supplies, right? The backpacks. This is where we need y'all money to go. Do I need to play that again? Uh, okay. All right. So you want to come over here and spam my damn chat? Get off my damn live. Okay. All right. Ireland 32 said, see, y'all, here it is. So when I bring up stuff and I show the discrepancies, I get comments like this right here, y'all. Look at what I just pinned. Great Vibes ain't saying nothing. I'm showing what Allie is saying against her own words. And I get this comment right here. Yes, I am defending Diddy. Yes, 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 yes. Diddy is innocent. Yes, Diddy. That wasn't Diddy in that video with Cassie in that hotel room. That wasn't him. That was a clone. Somebody set him up. Oh, you say I just got on FYP. Okay. Just Ollie, I'm just playing with you. Just sit around, pay attention, and you going to hear some stuff, okay? All right? I'm just playing, y'all. I'm just playing. I'm just playing with y'all. That's all. I'm having fun. All right. Don't take what I say personally, okay? All right. What y'all listening to? Um, she went live on June 28th, which was a few days ago, on YouTube, trying to debunk the information that I put out against her and Shelly. She went as far as calling me out of my name, saying that I was a sorry excuse for a man. So I said, okay, you all these other content creators that's calling you out, you come after me. You know why you come after me? Because I'm dropping receipts on you. I'm debunking your stories that you told everybody and milking people out of their money. Because you this sex trafficking survivor. And now y'all mad at me. Now y'all in the process of writing a book. Y'all finna write a book. That's gonna be beautiful. All that money y'all stole from people, especially the elderly. These Karens that love to get on here saying that I believe Allie. Stole money from them. Yep, I'm going to say it. You stole money from them with these BS stories. You think I'm going to stop? Ain't going to happen. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep going because you mentioned my name, Allie. And I love it. Let's go.
I've put out my information. I've been fair. I have reopened every scar and relived every wound for you to see the truth that is right in front of you and in your backyard as well. So hear me when I say at 14 and a half, I don't know if anybody can repeat this in the comments as you're you're listening to this, but at 14 and a half,
14 and a
I,
half.
I walked away
She walked away
and never turned around to look back.
and she never turned around to look back.
I am now 31 years old.
31 years old.
And now there are people telling me you need to go back to where you came from.
We've seen those comments in our comments.
Okay. And what I want to understand, I want to know from those people that how would you feel if I put you back in the place that you never want to be in again? I want you to go back. I don't care what they said about you. If you had that boyfriend in your life, if you had that girlfriend in your life, if you had that evil person in your life, whether it was your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your uncle, your cousin, a dog, I don't care who it was. I want you to go back. How would you do it? After how many, hear me, 14 and a half. It has been 16 years. And I am a whole new woman and not even close to the person that people tried to make me out to be. But I have people telling me that I need you to go back there because all of a sudden I want you back. All of us, who do you want? Because the 14 and a half little girl, she's no longer here. The 31-year-old woman that is sick of the bullshit, she's tired and she don't want anything to do with you. So what do you want me to go back to? And if it was you, would you go back to that relationship that I'm talking about? Would you head back to that abuse? Would you want to turn around to that person that tore you down, made you someone that you couldn't even dream of? Do you want to head back? Go back and talk to them. If I talk to that person that I'm talking about in your life right now, and they told me the exact opposite of you, if I told you, you know what, get up and go back and sit in that environment.
Never sue the other driver after a car accident. There's a better way to get paid a way bigger check without having to go to court.
Sorry, y'all.
Sit in that atmosphere. 16 years later of toxicity. 16 years later of constant toxic that you already knew was toxic. It's like those family members that people go and see on the holidays that they know damn well they don't want to be there in those clothes. They don't want to sit there and have that conversation. They don't want to be there to talk to them. They know that person doesn't like them, doesn't care about them breathing, only checks on them when there's a funeral or a holiday that somebody needs some money or something to get out of it. So you know what I'm talking about. That toxicity that you know will never go away. Go back to it and tell me how you feel. But I have people that are telling me at 31 years old, as a grown woman, forcing me the same way somebody else forced me that I'm trying to tell you. Does it make sense to you? Does it really make?
Allie, if you're going to respond to our videos, so you're talking about when I had your mother up on my platform. And remember your mother and you remember Camille, Allie, Camille? We was all talking live on this platform to you. We opened up our arms and hearts to you. We was nice as hell, right? Because we know what's going on between you and Shelly. That video is on YouTube, and we know y'all watched it. So now you respond to saying we are forcing you to go back with your mother. No, sweetheart, we're not forcing you. We see the mental stage that you're in. And we're asking you to seek some help. If you was paying attention to the video. Ain't nobody forcing you to do a damn thing. Listen to the video with an open mind. I know what we said in that video, Allie. I know what your mother said. I know what your sister said.
No.
Sense?
No.
Does
It does not make sense to me.
A miracle. Have you ever had a narcissist, any type of toxic type of, even in your family? Have you had any type of toxicity somewhere in your life?
Oh yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I've been through a few debacles. Yes, I have. I couldn't help but reflect on them as you was reflecting on yours. And no, ma'am, I wouldn't want to go back neither to none of them things. Now,
16 years later.
I appreciate what I went through because maybe who I am today, right? But outside of that, going back though, no, ma'am.
No. And what sense would it make?
Tanya, you said I had no idea you interviewed her mother. I apologize. Listen, don't apologize. If we don't know, we just don't know, right? All right, we just don't know. But before I report on something, I like to try to get hard evidence before I speak on something as serious as this. All right. So of course I had to reach out and track down her mother and have a conversation with her several times, not only on here but offline, to kind of put some timestamps together because I know what I know what Allie said. Her mother know what she said, but her mother showed me proof that this crap that Allie is telling you all never existed, never took place. Now, I have some records starting at the age of 15 that I'm going to show you all, but I got to let her talk first. I got to let her dig herself a hole so I can show y'all something totally different. All right? All right.
A random stranger told you just because I heard the truth of it. I heard one side. I want you to go back and sit in it. For what? For who?
I ignore them comments honestly, just because again, like I said, I didn't even listen to none of the smear campaign. The only stuff that I even interacted with was the things that was people was coming on the channel to say. And for me, I just was confused because I'm like, if y'all heard anything about this young lady's testimony, and I never heard you say the person's name until this year, until 2025. Okay, for the record,
I didn't say it. They
didn't know
said
who the person was. I just know that there was a surrogate is what I heard over the past 4-5 years that we've been.
Thank you. Yeah.
So anytime surrogate,
I didn't want to give Satan the satisfaction to speak and conjure up what you see right now. It's like you say it 3 times and you see what come out, like Beetlejuice. I don't know.
So I'm still here.
I don't know. It just rise from the dead and the disgusting. And then the next thing you know, there's people paying to traffic more. Do you notice these content creators that popped up with it?
Did
you notice that? And do you notice that the money that's being
Do not buy new windows if you live in Tennessee. Americans living in zip codes starting with 37 and
collected. I wonder if people know that on certain platforms, if you like a video, sometimes the platforms are paid. That's why I don't monetize any of my things. I understand there are some people who monetize their things for their livelihood, for their talk shows, to continue with investigative journalism. I understand that, but there's a transparency and integrity with that. And if there's a transparency and you see results coming from what you see and not chaos and confusion, then hey, to each its own. And I don't fault you at that. Money don't grow on trees and things don't just happen just to happen. So I get that. But then when you look at it, and I say all the time, we're all guilty of what's going on with trafficking. We're all guilty. Red, blue side, I don't care which side you stand on. It's not a political, it's not a religious, it's not a sexual orientation issue, it's a humanity issue. So we're all guilty and we all play a part in this somehow. You sign the checks of the rich every day. So you're feeding the torture of children by things like this, and people are still trafficking me through my voice. And then there's people sitting there throwing pennies at it and just.
Oh, why did I do that?
For the
wait. People are trafficking you through your voice? Beck, yeah, I know her name is Tori Outlaw. Yeah, we know that. We know that. We're trafficking her through her voice. That's a new one. That boy, That's a new one now. Through the voice. I'm gonna write. Yeah, I'm gonna clip that. Through the voice. That's beautiful. That Patrice, that gotta be AI. That boy.
Because I mean, since you here, you know what I'm saying, I do want to say thank you, but to your face and whatnot. Because the thing is, like, for me in GSL, because I know we, and we can go through my whole little journey. I'll be, trying to keep people informed, especially once this flood of people came, after the Diddy situation. I kept trying to say, hey, my name's Miracle. I'm not Allie. You know what I'm saying? Allie's over here. Allie's over here. Allie'sArmy.com, and stuff like that. But people are still here, and we appreciate those that still support. But I feel like now, this just me. You could correct me if I'm wrong, since you were here. But I felt like there was a little something different about GSL versus these other content creators, because I feel like because you came here and we had already talked a few times and people was just now paying attention to the content that we had put out 3 years ago.
Listen up, y'all.
I felt like there was a little something different about here versus everybody. I'm like, because everybody else is sharing it and never got no,
like, it's brand new information.
Ma'am, the reason why she's coming to you, let me get on camera. I'm gonna tell you why she's coming to you. Now remember, I have nothing against you, okay? I think you a sweet young lady. I don't know you from nothing, all right? So this is not an attack towards you. But the reason why she coming to you is because we know if she come to somebody like us, we're gonna ask questions. You just can't talk through an interview and just talk without somebody saying, hold on, what happened here? What time? Or give me a time frame. Who was around? Did this person know? Did they know? Do you remember what you had on? You see what I'm saying? We will try to get to the bottom of it. We just not going to let you just talk, and we just going to believe everything that's coming out of y'all mouth. That's why she's coming to your channel and speaking, because you're not asking her the necessary questions. The only thing you have to do is ask questions. Question what she say. If she tell you something, just question it, especially when it comes to these celebrities. Just question it. That's it. And watch she freeze up.
From you by being here, as well as I was in a group things and it was like, hey, everybody share videos, and we shared them 3 years ago, and y'all just now seeing them now and coming on the channel. And so I just felt like that was I do appreciate that I guess technical cosign of GSL and whatnot. Just
so last night he used him. Honestly, nothing.
Just because I don't know. Like I said, when you actually have come to the channel, I feel like nobody else had. I mean, you went other places. I'm not saying you ain't go nowhere else. But what I'm saying is these people that was popping up out of nowhere and then I guess smearing and all this other stuff or grabbing content and sharing or whatever they're doing. I'm like, well, there's still something different about us just because I actually talked to her. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's just interesting. This whole journey, but I'm so glad that you are finally back on the channel.
And I want to thank GSL too. Most of all, you, Miracle. Always thank to God, always first and foremost. Yeah. But I want to thank the supporters here on GSL for your discernment, for your real hearts, for your presence, because a lot of you have been here for a minute, and for those of you who are just now tuning in, some of you are already seeing things completely clear, and for that I really appreciate you. I appreciate those who have been here asking questions, praying, just sending your love, because there's some people are just like, I don't know what else to do, so I'm sending love. I'm doing my research. I'm trying, not just for my story, but in general what you're speaking of overall, The message we carry is priceless. The truth is priceless, and there's people paying for our truth on other platforms. There's people paying for the chaos and the confusion on other platforms, but my truth has always been priceless on this entire time that we have been viral on this internet. We're nobody special. We're nobody. We are just like you and me. We are trying to do something, and just kind of the one.
Allie, you just said that you have been truthful in everything that you've been saying on this platform. We have already caught you in a lie. We didn't say nothing. It's your words against your words. We caught you in a lie so far. But y'all just wait. She finna start speaking about her and Shelly, and I'm gonna show y'all something otherwise. All right?
That are extremely loud about it right now. So I really want to thank everybody that's on here, especially those of you that are in the Black community, because it takes a lot to see through the statistics of society. It takes a lot to see through the chaos and confusion laid and traps laid for the Black community, just like they're being laid, in politics and everything else. So it takes a lot to open your eyes, your heart, your mind to everything that is going on. And I really, really, really appreciate everybody that is on here, that has stood by the truth, not just my story, but the truth on GSL. Thank you. Thank you so much more. And thank you is not enough. Thank you.
Girl, listen, you the co-host of the channel at this point. I mean, just because, like, I just thank God for, like you said, discernment. Because when I came across you, and I mean, y'all know we talked about it over and over and over again about my reasons of saying, like, why your story stood out to me more than it probably would have if I didn't, do the movie that I did, and God had already kind of like been working on me about this area, and then hearing your story was like, this is why I did the movie. Like, thank you all for confirmation. And then it just got beyond that, and stuff. And I'm like, wait a minute, what is she talking about? Wait a minute, what is SRA? Wait a minute, what is this? What is that? And I'm doing my research, and things are making sense. Like, and then I'm seeing things like Out of Shadows, the documentary, and like all these different things. And it's making sense about the propaganda, making sense about what's. So for me, when I heard your testimonies, I just was like, okay, this is what's happening to the missing people, because I've seen missing people everywhere. Like, people are still posting on social media that my family member is missing, male and female, men, women, and children and stuff like that. And so it's happening to everybody, and it's affecting. And unfortunately, I think, like, until it affects you and your family, sometimes it seems like we either overlook it or just kind of brush it to the side, or I don't know. But I'm like, why does it have to happen to your family for you to take notice and do something? And so
a lot of people don't want to do anything until it's personal. It's easier to watch someone else's pain. It's easier to feel like you're partaking in someone else's fight. It's not easy to be in your own war. It's not easy to be in your own fight. And when you honestly look at everything, like we just said, I from foster care to being an adult to being in the life, to being sold to elite, to everything down below and in the middle. After I stopped for a minute and took a second to get clean, took a second to heal, took a second to be around people who actually love me and want the best for me, I stopped and was like, wait a minute. I have people that have told me I left them, or I'm a traitor to those that I have been in life with and suffered with. And I stopped now, and I have a lot of survivor's guilt. But now, as a 31-year-old woman, did you hear that? As a 31-year-old woman, I stop and think, I made that decision. At 16 years old, I was sold to Russia. And I made a decision to run.
Y'all notate that. At 16 years old, she was sold to Russia. Please notate that. All right. I'm gonna continue to let this play because she's going to say something. That's the only way I'm going to be able to, when I bring up this information, this little information right here on this little strip, it's going to make sense. Okay. At 16 years old, I need y'all to do the math. She was born in 1994, February of 1994. And what year will she be 16 years old? Quick in the comments. She was born in 94. She will be 16 in what year? Drop it in the comments. I need y'all to do it, not me. 2010. That year, 2008. Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no. 2008. It will be 2010. Okay. Remember, 2010 is a very magical number for today's live. At 16, she was sold to Russia. Keep listening.
Only from CPS, Child Protective Services custody, because they were playing a part in it. Riverside County Child Protective Services custody was playing a part in it. Riverside County Child Protective Services custody was playing a part in the trafficking that already began as a child.
But wait, no, you don't say locations. Tell me a location, Alec. Let me stop.
Tell me where the children are. Riverside County Child Protective Services custody was playing a part in the human sex trafficking of me and other children in their custody in Child Protective Services. I'm gonna slow down. There's also DCFS. Is it? What do y'all call it in your area?
People call it what? DFACS, right? Is that how they say it?
Yeah, DCFS. But Child Protective Services. People wonder where they're getting these supplies in droves of 100 children, 200 children. They ain't just come. The children don't just come up missing. Riverside County.
This is Pod 5, the first fully immersive sleep system. Intelligent.
Listen, y'all, don't get too excited in the comments because I'm scanning the comments, all right? I'm scanning the comments.
Child Protective Services custody in California, United States of America, was playing a part in my trafficking. They took me from one trafficking situation and then got paid for it just as much as the content creators that you are paying for chaos and confusion when they want you to tap the screen and like it so you can hear chaos and confusion and they can help you torture and traffic my pain. Riverside County Child Protective Services custody played a part in my trafficking. So at 16 years, did you hear me? 16 years, one more time, 16 years old. I am now, how old am I? How old are we? See, oops. You just heard the ID. One more, we'll get there later. How old are we? 16 years old. I ran from Child Protective Services custody because I was sold to Russia. I called my social worker. There are documentations. They're everywhere. They're already posted, but we'll put them up again here for you. I know. Please. I'm not talking to those who I know some people are like, stop talking to them. I know, I can feel somebody is gonna say it, but I'm talking to those who still don't get it. Where do you think these children are coming from? What authority do you think is being? It's the same with the Diddy shenanigans. Did you see on that case? The hotel manager was guilty. The security was guilty. The friends were guilty. The maids that cleaned the room of the.
Did she say what age she met Shelly yet? I don't know if I did. Y'all hear? Did y'all have she said it yet? Have she mentioned it yet? Let me see if y'all been paying attention. Or we haven't got to it yet. Okay, we haven't got to it yet. It's finna come to it like real soon, like sooner.
Blood and the glass that they knew people were being tortured in the room was guilty. The outside, whoever was driving that bus of children that they were dropping off at Diddy's house was guilty. The friends knew that they were being abused. Whoever else was at those freak off parties that we don't want to talk about because Maureen Comey, the prosecutor, has not asked one time, has anybody else witnessed the children? Nobody. Nobody's talking about the children. Nobody's talking about the children. The children. Where do you think they're getting these children from? Riverside County Child Protective Services custody was playing a part in my trafficking. I called my social workers. I called the ombudsman. My mom was calling everybody. My mom stepped in as a mentor. There's people who, my mom just kidnapped me. I ended up with my twin.
It's
Let's talk about the middle. In the middle. I didn't just run straight from her at the mother's home and to her arms, did I? Why are we not talking about the middle? And if somebody cares so bad about what I'm doing, where I've been, or which way I should be now, then where was everybody at 16 years old when I was being trafficked to Russia? 15 years old when I was being trafficked to the elites on the streets of Decatur in Las Vegas, Nevada. Where was everybody when I was in the homes and in the cars of predators? Where was everybody when Child Protective Services was gaining an $800 to $1,000 check on the foster homes that were raping and abusing me? Where was everybody?
Y'all hear this? So between 15 years old and 16, all this stuff is going on with her in the streets of Las Vegas, Nevada, being in different elites' homes out there. Because remember, this is the same time when she said she was at Tupac Shakur's house. Y'all remember me playing that? When she was in Las Vegas, she was at Tupac Shakur's house. I want y'all to stay with me on this. And then 16, she said she was in Russia. So she went from the streets of Las Vegas, being in elite homes, being at Tupac's house, to at 16, she was sold off to Russia. Let's continue. Please keep up with these times, y'all, because everything that I'm about to drop is going to make sense.
When a Russian buyer came in and brought me for over $1 million to take me out of this country, where
a Russian buyer came to you, came and for over $1 million? I gotta get on camera. I'm sorry, I gotta get on camera for this. Allie, ma'am, Tori, Tashina Outlaw, ma'am, ma'am. I cannot wait to upload this on YouTube, ma'am. FYI, Russians don't traffic black women. Tori. Russians don't traffic black women. Let's just say they do. Right? Let's just say they do. How you get to Russia and back to the United States, back to Riverside, California? Because, the other video you say, you was in a container, right, with other kids being shipped to Russia in a container. How did you get over there And back here in the United States, when you're moved or when you're bidded to other countries, you don't make it back to the mainlands. Tori, Allie, you don't come back from that. I just want to make sure that I'm clear. You gotta stop watching the movie Taken. That wasn't you, Tori. Allie, that wasn't you in that movie. Notice those women wasn't black. When you're auctioned off, you don't come back. It doesn't work like that. Them folks over there in that operates under that umbrella, they are ruthless. If they even see you try to escape, you think they're just going to sit and talk to you? No, sweetheart, they unalive you. That movie Taken has. All right, let's continue. Y'all remember the ages? 14. 14, she ran away from home. 15, she was in Las Vegas. Let's put this together. 14, she ran away. 13 and 14, she was dealing with her mother and her mother boyfriends and stuff. They was messing with her in the closet with coat hangers, allegedly, while she was with Snoop Dogg. 15, she said she ran away to the mental hospital. They tried to hold her down. I showed y'all Shelly was a mental healthcare worker. We're going to come back to that. Damn, her story is all over the place. It's confusing me. She was, then she went to a foster home. A social worker. While she was in Las Vegas. And in the other video, she said while she was in Las Vegas, she was with Tupac Shakur because somebody wasn't watching little Tory. And then she was sold, the age of 16, she was sold to Russia for over $1 million. Are y'all I'm just making sure that I'm going off her words. Okay. Let me show y'all this. She said she was in Las Vegas, right? At 15. I want to make sure I bring up the right one. Okay, here it is. Oh, no. TikTok. So right here, if y'all can see it, they posted this on the 90s Nation. Allie Carter was assaulted in public at the Luxor Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada at 15 years old. This is what they put on the 90s Nation. Right? You say you can't see it? Do I need to make it bigger? Can y'all see it? Listen, you're going to see a box, a white box in the middle of your screen. Click that white box. It's going to put your phone in landscape mode. You should be able to see it like that. I'm telling y'all, it took time out for me to get to gather this information. Do y'all see it? Put a 1 in the chat. All right, y'all got it. You can't see. Okay, y'all see it. Okay, cool. All right. Remember that this is what they posted on the 90s Nation. All right. How old was she when she said she was sold to Russia? She said she was 16, right? Y'all, we got long silences because I have to bring up the information. Just be patient. She said she was 16, right? I told y'all, remember these numbers. All right? Thank you, 2010. We're going to come back to 2010. Here, she posted on I think this is Twitter or something, whatever. On that page, XOODYSSEY. These red braids saved my life. This is when I made a decision to unalive or to live at 15 years old. My pimp Keith auctioned and sold me to Russia. Thank you for watching the recent video. Tell me if I'm wrong. Don't get mad at me. I'm using her words against her words. Don't get mad at me. All right? You think I'm done? Oh. So 2010 was very important, right? She said that she was, so in that what I just showed you all, she said that she was sold to Russia at 16, but she posted a long time ago that she was sold to Russia. She was auctioned off to Russia at the age of 15. All right. So maybe she had a little discrepancy. All right. Maybe. I need her, because she's going to say it pretty quickly. I'm waiting for her to say one thing about Shelly before I show y'all 4 different documents. I just need her to say this. And she's going to say it pretty soon. And then when she make this comment, anybody that's an Ally supporter watching me right now, we only got 260 people in here. First, I need y'all to tap the screen. Y'all go ahead and get your boy to 50,000 likes. Can y'all do that for me? All right? Do that for me. Let's tap the screen, y'all. I need everybody to tap the screen. Okay? I need her to say this one phrase, which she's going to say very soon. So while y'all tapping the screen, listen to this.
Where was everybody when I crossed the country? Where was everybody when I crossed the state lines? Where was the FBI when I left the country? Where was this rage at 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and now here we are at 31 years old as of January 2025. Now we care? Do you really believe that? So if you look at the Diddy case, let's scoot over because some people only speak elite because we don't want to speak about our backyard. So let's speak elite for a second. When you scoot over and you see that Cassie was 19 years old, Cassie Victoria was 19 years old. How old is Sean Combs' daughters? People are addressing them as kids. Why isn't anybody addressing Cassie as a kid in that situation? Just because you see a grown woman that was pregnant sitting right in front of you? When she went through all these things, she was 19 years old. What 18, 19-year-old that
Allie, were we watching two different trials? Diddy met Cassie at 19, but Diddy didn't approach Cassie. Cassie approached Diddy. They didn't start messing around until she turned 21. So what are you talking about? And this is not allegedly. That's her words. She was chasing after Diddy at the age of 19. They didn't start messing around until they went out to somewhere in Florida when I think she was at a birthday bash or something like that. I may be wrong, but it was something like that. At the age of 21. No, at the age of 17, she knew of Diddy, but they wasn't talking like that. Y'all got to remember, Diddy. What year did Miss Porter die? I mean, damn, when she was unalive. Yes, Cassie was around when Diddy was with Kim Porter, but I'm talking about him actually noticing her like that, but he didn't make a move. She said it on the stand. Not my words; these are Cassie words. But nevertheless, she was 21 years older when they start messing around. On God. Oh God. Mad, mad, you mad at me. That's your username. Mad, you mad at me. Mad, don't be mad at me. Don't be mad. She just zipping up her lips. She was 19 when they met like that, right? When she was running up behind Diddy like that. Just listen to because remember 19, she was trying to get her music career off the ground, right? But that's not what's important. They started messing around when she was 21. Allie just said, Tori Outlaw just said, she went through all of that stuff at the age of 19.
you know that just graduated from high school that is able to deal with half of the things that you heard her say she dealt with? How is it okay that everybody is addressing the twins and his other daughter, Chance Combs, as kids, but we're not addressing Cassie as a kid? We just now got celebrities coming out saying, I left the party early, I didn't have anything to do with it. Why are you now coming out to say something now? We have people coming out to say, well, I knew that Cassie was being abused. Why are you saying something now?
Does Blue Chew really work? Bro, the first month is...
We saw people say that there were children at the party. There were busloads of kids, but nobody wants to talk about it sitting on the case. You know, a lot of people really want me to be a witness.
Allie, let me ask you something about these busloads of kids. Did they come in through the front door? Did they come in through the back door? You said busloads. That's what you said. Did they come up through the tunnel entrances? Were they on the main showroom floor? Was they out in the garden? Because you said your statement that they had you, and she's going to say it again, that they had you near a table as a party favor. But I'm waiting for her to say one thing about Shelly, and I know I heard it last night when I was listening to this. Before I pull up this information, show you all. You said the feds always got a way to brainwash the county boy, I tell you. All these kids at the party. I'll deal with that later.
On this case, let's talk about that for a second too. Has anybody ever gotten a traffic ticket? Do we know what the word jurisdiction means? I wanted to.
Now she's explaining why she now, because remember she already dropped the video a few weeks ago why she won at the Diddy trial. Listen to this, y'all. This is why. Now remember, she said all these busloads of kids. She was there at the parties, right? She said this. This is why she wasn't subpoenaed to the Diddy trial. Now, y'all never heard this one. The one I played earlier. Listen to this one.
Talk to y'all about this, and I'm not trying, for those who are sincerely like, I don't understand why you're not a witness. Okay, come on, come here, let's sit down, get in the car, come on, we're gonna sit next to Miracle, let's talk about this, come here, let me talk to you for a second. Scoot over, Miracle. Scoot over a little bit. Let's all sit. Let's stop for a second and let's talk about jurisdiction. I know that's a lot for people to. I was in Los Angeles, California when I dealt with Sean Combs in one of his mansions. Did you hear me? Mansions, plural. Okay. Do we know what plural means? For some of the, I know that you. I'm not talking to those who got it up here. I'm talking to those who don't. And they're so bred into the chaos and confusion. So I'm trying to help you too. I really am. I got some patience. It's because this woman had patience with me. Other than that, it wouldn't have been there. Anywho, jurisdiction. If you got a traffic ticket, let's say you live in the state of Utah, and you got a traffic ticket in Utah, but you live in Mississippi, and you decide to go back home to Mississippi because you're driving, you got that traffic ticket in Utah, right? But okay. You're in Mississippi. Can you just decide, and I'm going to get home to Mississippi, and I'm going to pick the courthouse that is the closest to me.
Okay.
And I'm going to walk into that courtroom, and I'm going to say, hey, I want you to listen to what happened when I got pulled over. I'm deciding that I want to be here to tell you what happened. I'm deciding for the law. That this is what I want to do, and you're going to listen to it. I was in Los Angeles, California when this happened. Are we with me on jurisdiction? This case is based in New York City. I was in Los Angeles, California.
Ain't nothing happened, y'all. Just give me a second. Did y'all just didn't hear that?
I'm going to get home to Mississippi and I'm going to pick the courthouse that is the closest to me. And I'm going to walk into that courtroom and I'm going to say, hey, I want you to listen to what happened when I got pulled over. I'm deciding that I want to be here to tell you what happened. I'm deciding for the law that this is what I want to do, and you're going to listen to it. I was in Los Angeles, California when this happened. Are we with me on jurisdiction? This case is based in New York City. I was in Los Angeles, California. Those are two separate coasts.
Y'all don't put nothing else in the comments. The only thing I need y'all to do before I play this video is just put we love the TikTok shop in the video. I mean in the comments before I play this. She said the reason why she wasn't subpoenaed or she wasn't on the case is because what allegedly happened to her was in Los Angeles and they are having the trial in New York. Hold on.
What you want to do is save hundreds when Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance. That's great, but can you ask?
I gotta. I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta do this, right? Because you're gonna have some knuckleheads from Ali's army that's gonna believe this, y'all. I'm sorry. Gotta bring y'all. What y'all see is my cell phone. Just let you know, this is my cell phone that you see on the screen. All right.
Diddy's Los Angeles and Miami mansions raided by SWAT teams. His son.
No, I cut it off. Chatty, you said and your point. Are we slow? And I normally don't even talk like. Are we slow? Let me pin your comment. You didn't catch that? Wait, what? She said the reason why she wasn't in the Diddy trial is because what happened to her was in Los Angeles and they're having a trial in New York. I just played the video of them raiding Diddy home, the feds raiding Diddy home in Los Angeles and in Miami. But you say in your point. Okay. I told y'all this is a teaching moment. I literally just proved that. What she just said, you're going to have some people from Ali's army and a 90s nation that's going to believe what she just said. So I have to do little stuff like this to educate you all about, she's talking about jurisdictions, right? The feds not allowed. Man, do you understand who the feds are? The feds are not your state, regular state or county or city police. Your city police cannot cross into county territory and push certain laws. The county can go into the city and do that. The troopers, the state troopers, can go into the counties and the cities and enforce laws. What's after the state? You got the feds. The feds can go anywhere in the United States of America or the territories and do what they need to do. But you just said the feds don't have jurisdiction in Los Angeles because they are having the trial in a federal court in New York. To your logic, everything that took place with the Diddy trial happened in New York. That's what you're saying, Allie. Is that what? I want to make sure that's what you just said.
To that courtroom, and I'm going to say, hey, I want you to listen to what happened when I got pulled over. I'm deciding that I want to be here to tell you what happened. I'm deciding for the law that this is what I want to do, and you're going to listen to it.
Hold on. Don't get mad at me, because I told y'all I was going to stop talking about this young lady. In December, I was going to slow down because what y'all was sending me, DMing me, Great Vibes, you wrong. What about the kids? This, who's paying you? Is Diddy paying you? All this stuff. I said, you know what? Let me just lay low on this young lady and let's see how the trial is going to go. I'll be back with her during the trial and after the trial. And let's see how long her story is going to hold up. She went to the internet and told all of y'all dumbasses that believe her, and I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm just being funny, all right? I'm just being funny. Don't take it personal. You don't know me, and I don't know you. But she brought to the internet and told y'all that she was at Diddy's house, at his parties. She just said it again, and the reason why, for all these years she said this. Now that the trial is here and it's over, she's trying to give you a reason why she wasn't there at the trial. It's not clicking yet. She's trying to cover up her mess. And she told y'all this.
I was in Los Angeles, California when this happened. Are we with me on jurisdiction? This case is based in New York City. I was in Los Angeles, California. Those are two separate coasts. If we can build the case in the state of California, and we could talk about the children there, because I was a child. Oh, that's another one. Get closer. I know. Hold on. Come here. Bring it in. I was a child. Yep. Hold on. I was a child. I was 15 years old. I wasn't 19 like Cassie when I was going through 3 days, 72 hours of things like that, of what you heard. I wasn't 19. I was 15  15 years old in the custody. Here we go. Here we go. I was a child. Yep, hold on. I was a child. I was 15 years old. 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 I was 15 years old I belonged. I was a ward of the state. That means I belonged to Riverside County Child Protective Services. They were my legal guardians at
I think I missed that. Hold on.
Child. Yep. Hold on. I was a child. I was 15 years old. I wasn't 19 like Cassie when I was going through 3 days, 72 hours of things like that, of what you heard. I wasn't 19. I was 15 years old in the custody. Here we go. I belong. I was a ward of the state. That means I belonged to Riverside County Child Protective Services. They were my legal guardians at the.
Did I just show y'all? Did I just show y'all where she posted on her Instagram that she was in Las Vegas at the age of 15 and at Tupac's house at the age of 15? Did say what? Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Listen up.
Time. So this woman wasn't even in the picture.
This is what I was waiting on. Listen, y'all, very closely before I show y'all this. 2010, we brought up 2010, right? She was 16. She's talking about she's 15. Shelly wasn't in the picture at the age of 15. Listen, y'all.
At the time. Imagine that. This was my predators doing in the beginning. Multiple predators. They all linked. You'll see. One day you'll see. The Panthers are all linked. And one day you'll see who they're really covering for. I see some people are jealous of their step siblings. But I was in Riverside County Child Protective Services custody when I dealt with Sean Combs and his mansion at an elite party. I was not in New York City. I was in Los Angeles, California. So first of all, for those who are wondering, why aren't you sitting on that trial? I'm not at that red carpet event because first of all, of jurisdiction. Second of all, did you hear me say the red carpet event? Do y'all see the people fangirling outside of the red carpet event? Do you see the Black Panther party that's going on? Do you see the
I was waiting for one of y'all to bring that up. I was waiting for one of y'all to bring that up. There you go. There you go. Let me pin that. I thought she was in Russia too. She's saying all this in the same video. But listen, that's not it. Don't even worry about Russia anymore. Don't worry about that. She said that she's talking about she was 15 at the Diddy parties. Okay? She said that she was in the custody of Riverside County, that organization at 15. She also stated that Shelly wasn't even involved in her life. Shelly wasn't involved in her life at the age of 15.
grade? Did you one time find out about what's going on with the children? No, you heard wild stories. Not at one time did even a content creator, have you heard any of the content creators stop and say, if this happened to Cassie Ventura at 19 years old?
Fuck it, let's do it. Since remember I told y'all she was 16 years old in 2010. She said she didn't know Shelly at the age of 15. She didn't know Shelly at the age of 14. She didn't know Shelly at the age of 13. She just said that, right? Put a 1 in the chat if you got that. Put a 1 in the chat if you got that. Please. You said my mic goes slow. Well, god damn it, it's high. Okay. TikTok. Don't worry, I'm finna make it bigger. Grade 5s, we can't see that. Don't worry, I'm finna make it bigger. Don't worry, I'm gonna make it bigger. I'm gonna show you this first, then I'm gonna show you 2 other documents from the courts. Okay? Some stuff had to been X'd out. Why? Because, this is fair use, right? So the SW noted that the court's ruling on 1/13/2010. How old was she on 1/13/2010? She was born in February of 94. She was 15 years old. Here. 15. She said she didn't know Shelly at 15. Let's go. Contact, look, RE, contact with Miss Carter and explain the boundary concerns with Miss Carter being Tory's formal counselor. Formal counselor and having a personal relationship with her. Hell, y'all can read it. She said, did she just say in the video that she didn't know Shelly before 16? This was ruled out when you was 15. You had relationships with her before 15. But y'all get mad at me. Y'all get mad at me for doing this. Yeah. Oh, y'all ain't seen shit yet. It says it right here. A personal relationship with her. She was 15, 14. Her mother said she met Allie at 13. Here it says of her formal counselor and having a personal relationship with her. Let's keep reading. This SW confirmed that DPSS, Department of Social Services, y'all know, will not pursue reauthorization of contact between Tory, that y'all know as Allie, Tory and Miss Carter. Tory expressed concerns why read why contact is only being restricted now when she have been permitted by previous workers to have contact with Shelly Carter, including overnight visits at the age of 14, 15 years old, overnight visits. This SW, meaning social worker, this social worker apologized for the inconsistencies between the workers. All right, y'all, we got this. Are we done with this? Cause I'm ready to go to the next. We done. Yo. Put a one in the comments. Y'all ready for me to move forward? She just said 3 days ago she didn't know Shelly before 16. Now, this is very important, y'all. All right. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so the latest information is that they will contact her as soon as a provider is secured. They're talking about a social worker, right? With Allie. She stated she will call them on Monday to follow up and will continue to follow up on a regular basis. I explained how important it was for the child to be in therapy as soon as possible. This is the social worker telling, these are the notes, right? They came down. As possible as she she stated that she understood. I asked her to reiterate to the child that she is not to have contact with Miss Carter at this time, and she is not to call her telling her things about her placement. Child, which is Tory, that y'all know as Allie, has breached confidentiality of placement in the past. Awaiting return call from CASA department, follow-up needed, blah, blah, blah. I thought, Allie, you said you didn't know Shelley in the past. So the people, the other social workers that they have placed you with, you have contacted Shelley, which they have told you not to. It says it right here. What makes Shelley so important? So, did we just catch her in another lie? Yes or no? I want to know if y'all following me. Because she just lied a few days ago on when she ran into Shelley. But the CPS report says something totally different. Let's go here. Let's make this a little bigger. All right. So here, this right here was a petition for group home placement. And this right here was filed. This right here was 1/13/2010. Allie was still 15 years older. Okay. At 8:00 a.m. The Honorable, this is the Judge Gary Vincent, right, presiding. He was over this right here. Blah 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 blah. Let me see that. Okay, so this right here, the public Department of Public Social Services, as to Tory Outlaw, that y'all know as Allie Carter. At 8:00 a.m. Blah 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 blah. All right. Let me see. Let me make it bigger because my eyes are getting bad. Kim Hassler present to court representing Tory Outlaw. Tory Outlaw was not present in the court. Okay. The court continues to authorize group placement. DPSS, Department of Social Services, is not to authorize visits with the minor and Sharon and Sherry Madden. Do y'all know who that person is? These folks got very thorough on who they didn't want Allie around. Who are these people? Oh, don't worry about it. I'll show you. Who is Sharon? Is this the person that y'all hear her talking about when she say her grandmother? Do y'all understand how deep this shit gets? I'm just staying on the surface. This shit is dark. And look at the weight. Look at Allie's weight. I'll talk about that in another live. Remember, y'all, she made an allegation. I'm going to bring up the date. I'm going to show y'all. She said that she was missing from 2010 to 2011. she was missing. What date do y'all see right there at the bottom? Do that say May 31st, 2011? What happened in that gap period where they alleged she was missing? Now, she was 16 at this time. No, she was 17 on May 31st, 2011. She was 17. What happened when she was 16 when she met Shelly? Look at the weight she put on, y'all. But I thought she was being trafficked around and moved around and being just... Did she say she was sold to Russia at 16? So I guess when she was in Russia, they fed her like crazy. Because 16, that was in 2010. This was in 2011. So I guess they fed her and brought her back. I told y'all I was waiting for her to say that she met Shelly at the age of 16. If you met Shelly at the age of 16, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, let Great Vibes cook. If you met Shelly at the age of 16, talking about y'all provide receipts. No, these are receipts that's added that you dropping time frames. We're bringing receipts to your time frames. I'm sorry, y'all. This is what you call education, right? This for everybody that loves to say that I believe Allie. What date is this? February 25th, 2010. Now she's 16. She was born, what, early February? Okay. On February 25th, right, and respectfully requesting that the court issue a blah, blah, protective custody warrant as to the child, Tory T. Outlaw. That's what you see at the top of the paper. On February 25th, 2010, at approximately 1:10 p.m., now this is the police report, Tory Outlaw have not returned from school to her group home placement as expected. A group home staff person waited for Tory at the bus stop, but she did not get off from the bus when it arrived. The staff person contacted Creekside Continuation School at there go the number, and was informed that Tory was in class that day. The group home staff person drove to the school to see if Tory had missed the bus and was walking home. Tory was not located. The staff person contacted local law enforcement and found a missing report person to Tory. The report was taken by Officer Gurnett. Blah, 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 blah. Are y'all with me? She's 16 now. She said she met Shelly at 16. She was at school, but she didn't call. Now, remember, Allie told a story that the group home was in contact with the schools. I want to make sure I say this correctly. The CPS was in contact with the schools, so when people call up to the schools, when they call up to the school to see if Tory was at school, the school would say yes, even though she's not there. They would say yes, she's there, even though she wasn't there physically. The staff person contact Creekside Continuation School. That's an alternative school, y'all, just to let y'all know. Alternative school. And was informed that Tori was in class that day. All right, hold on. Y'all be beating me to the damn punch. Y'all beats me to the punch every damn time. I can't even cook right. That was in February, right? Tori didn't show up. Blah, blah, this. Now, remember, Tori said she been through all this stuff at the age of 15, 16. Y'all, she said she been through all of this stuff. She was beaten, harassed, smack slaved, trips, trips to Russia. Y'all ready for me to shut that down real quick? I'm going to make this bigger. Y'all see the date at the top? This is March of 2010. I'm going to let y'all read that, right? Participants, Tori T. Outlaw, contact person, deliver service for the client, right? That's the people. This right here was done in person, all right? Announced face-to-face visit with Tori at her placement, Dinacorn in whatever, California. She appeared to be free from any visible signs of abuse or neglect and free from any types of visible marks or bruises. Case closed. She said what happened to her at 14, 15. She really said between 15 and 16. What do their report say? He said, y'all hush before she buys some fake scars. This is why her stories never add up. And I'm still not done. We dealt with January of 2010 when she was 15. We dealt with February when she just turned 16. Now we in March of 2010 at the age of 16 when she say all this stuff happened to her. She just said it. We just played it. Yes, this is from the state. You see, oh my goodness. I never heard of Deconio Relatio, California? I never heard of that. You said she's going to come up with another lie? Christy Arnold said it's because of people like you. I don't understand. Yeah, it's a group home. Thank you, Variety. It's a group home. Are y'all following me? Are y'all following this timeline? Are y'all following this timeline? We just played where she said that all this stuff went down with her. You said, but her stories are out there. Well, yes, they are. Yes, they are. And a lot of people have poured into her stories that she told you all. A lot of people poured into it. They made thousands of dollars over there on over there on GoFundMe. They made thousands. This is just a question, but if social service was trafficking her, ma'am, Morgie, I'm gonna pin your comment. You said this is just a question, but if social services was trafficking her out, why would they report abuse? No, I'm finna answer your question. No, I'm finna answer your question. Don't worry about it. I'm finna answer your question. I'm finna answer your question, right? They was trafficking her, right? That's Tori, right? That's Allie, right? Put a 1 in the comments if this is Allie. Oh, wait, y'all. Wait. That's her? You said if she was trafficked by them, right, to the elites? What is that date? What is that date? No, sorry, wrong one. Sorry, y'all. Ignore that. Wrong date, wrong picture. Hold on. Wait. Let's go back to this one. God damn it, I'm spoiling the damn beans. I just showed y'all this photo. I wasn't ready for that one yet. If she was being trafficked, right, allegedly by CPS, why the hell is she out here taking pictures in 2011 when she's supposed to be trafficked with CPS? She out here posing for pictures, looking healthy as hell. There go the date. There go the date right there on the bottom. 5/31/2011. Now this when she's supposed to be trafficked, moved around. Shaggy. Did I answer your question, young lady? Variety, please don't spill the beans yet. Did I answer your question? You said would the state report abuse allegedly if they was on it, in on it? If it looked like they was in on it, why in the hell she out posing for pictures? The same year she was being moved around. Oh, okay. Now let's go back to Allie. Let's bring the iPad back up. No, I need the iPad. Hold on. Um, so we literally so we're gonna hear that story again, right? After everything I just showed y'all so far, which I still got plenty more, I want y'all to listen to this story again. 42. Let's go to 40.
This is what I want to do, and you're going to listen to it. I was in Los Angeles, California when this happened. Are we with me on jurisdiction? This case is based in New York City. I was in Los
Oh, y'all, she's talking about why she wanted the Diddy trial. I'm sorry. But I went back this far because she's finna give y'all the timeline.
Angeles, California. Those are two separate coasts. If we can build the case in the state of California, and we could talk about the children there, because I was a...
She said she was with Diddy at 15. Okay.
Child. Oh, that's another one. Get closer. Get closer. I know. Hold on. Give me. Bring it in. I was a child. Yep. Hold on. I was a child. I was a child. I was 15 years old. I wasn't 19 like Cassie when I was going through 3 days.
Y'all hear this? She was 15 when she was dealing with Diddy. I just brought y'all paperwork where she was at the age of 15. She was with Diddy now. I would be fucked up if I had a laugh like that. Sound like my name is Uncle Earl. Free me my motherfucking teeth, you son of a bitch. Oh my goodness. All right, y'all. Let's go. Let's continue. Listen, I really appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. Right? I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it, y'all. And I'm just here just letting y'all see stuff that they're not going to show y'all. They always telling you all they got receipts. Let me get on camera. So I ain't gonna be like Shelly. I'm gonna get on camera. They said that they're gonna bring receipts. They said they have shown receipts that this happened to her, that happened to her, this happened, that happened. And we still waiting on these receipts. Now, meanwhile, with the help of my team and you all, Great Vibes is showing y'all stuff. Great Vibes is bringing receipts. I mean, I don't know what else y'all want me to do. Do I have more? Yes. But I need Allie to keep talking before I bring this information. I need her to keep running her mouth.
$72 hours of things like that, of what you heard. I wasn't 19. I was 15 years old in the custody. Here we go. I was a ward of the state. That means I belonged to Riverside County Child Protective Services. They were my legal guardians at the time. So this woman wasn't even in the picture.
Y'all heard that? 15 years old, she wasn't in the picture. We just showed proof that she was in the picture. And the courts literally said that you, Shelly, do not need to be in further contact with Allie. Sorry, Tory Outlaw. We just showed the court documents. Because she was her previous counselor and was having inappropriate personal relationship with Tory. Allie, whatever her name is, Allie Carter. So they said that she need to have no contact with her. We already showed this. But Allie, you just lied. Again.
At the time. Imagine that. This was my predators doing in the beginning. Multiple predators. They all linked. You'll see. One day you'll see. The Panthers are all linked. And one day you'll see who they're really covering for. I see some people are jealous of their step siblings. But
y'all remember when she called me out? I see people are in their feelings. Let me tell you something. If you're in your feelings over here, you made a personal relationship with somebody that you don't even know, and now you mad because I'm bringing up this information, and we're doing comparison, right? We're going off what Allie is saying, and we're bringing up court documents. We're matching them up, and we're seeing that this stuff is not matching the lies that's being told. I'm not saying nothing. It's what she's saying. You mad at me. Ask me if I give a damn if you mad at me. It's social media. Get over it. It's social media. It's TikTok, for heaven's sakes. I don't know you and you don't know me. I'm doing this because these people have scammed y'all out of thousands of dollars based off based off stories that never pertain to her, that never happened with her. And because of your messed up past, you trauma bonded to her stories without fact checking her stories. So that's what I'm here for. It's your boy Great Vibes on 10 for the motherfucking win.
I was in Riverside County Child Protective Services custody when I dealt with Sean Combs and his mansion at an elite party. I was not in New York City. I was in Los Angeles, California. So first of all, for those who are wondering, why aren't you sitting on that trial? I'm not at that red carpet event because first of all, of jurisdiction. Second of all, did you hear me say the red carpet event? Do y'all see the people fangirling outside of the red carpet event? Do you see the Black Panther party that's going on? Do you see the charade? Did you one time find out about what's going on with the children? No, you heard wild stories. Not at one time did even a content creator, have you heard any of the content creators stop and say, if this happened to Cassie Ventura at 19 years old, where was his minor children at the time, for number one? For number two, who else was at this big party, extravagant party that you had to put your cell phones down for, was packed out, that the jurors watched videos of? Who else was there? You're just telling me that this party was just
Sorry, y'all, my microphone was muted. Allie, was you watching the same trial that we was watching? The videos that was played at the freak house was Diddy and Cassie and other participants. What big party did they show in the courtroom? I bet y'all like great vibes. How can you just keep up with this? Y'all, the information that I have on Shelly, remember it's a time and place for everything. Because when I get done with these series, all fingers are going to point back to Shelly. Allie is the least of my worries. I'm not worried about her. She's still young. She's still trying to get help. It's Shelly. All right, so let me play, and I'm gonna get off camera.
Sean Combs. Okay. I'm not on that trial because they're not talking about the children that were trafficked on that case. If why would they not talk about the children? Because you're going to involve CPS, and that's a way bigger fish than Sean. It's a way bigger fish than what Maureen Comey and her family have going on too.
Now y'all see why. Now y'all see why they always speak against CPS in Riverside, California. They put out a direct order for Shelly to stay away from Allie. That's why Shelly always saying, she's always saying, don't trust CPS. Oh. Remember, we still in 2010 when the judge put out a court order and told Shelly to have no direct contact with Allie. Right? We still in 2010. She's 16. We still in 2010, right? Y'all, what date is this? We're not gonna bring up 2015 yet. That's something totally different. What happened in June 2010? Uh, Shelly, did you get arrested in right here in June of 2010? The judge put the court order out told you to stay away from Shelly. I mean, stay away from Allie. We showed that already. Y'all, it gets deep. Now y'all see why they always saying they're always telling you all don't trust CPS because she brainwashed Allie into believing that. That's why. Now I'm gonna let y'all make that determination on why they have been on the run since. But y'all, we still got so much stuff to cover. Not today. We're going to cover some stuff today, but not today. It's too much. We're talking about months of stuff, right? Because the rabbit hole gets deep, y'all. It gets deep. And we're going to visit these rabbit holes with Shelly. Why she's so connected with Allie. Okay? Damn, that iPad big as hell. Hold on, y'all. Let me shrink this iPad down. The only thing we're using is her words against her. That's the only thing we're doing. This interview was done on the 28th of June of this year, a few days ago. So we're just using her words against her. All these stories that she told you all, right? Now, let me say this. For everybody that have been tapping the screen, we had 60,000 likes. I want to thank you all for y'all finger equity. Nicole Love, thank you so much for gifting the platform. Latanya McLean, thank you. Patricia, thank you. Shanice, thank you. Rare Sherry, thank you. Shauna Girl, thank you so much. Miss Dream, Honey Love, Brighter Days Ahead. Lisa, I Am Divine. Listen, y'all. Listen. I've been live now for 2 hours and 26 minutes. And that's not including the live I did earlier for 4 hours. Okay? I need y'all, if you can, I need just 20 of you all. We got almost 300 people in here. I just only need 20 people to help me hit this live goal. That's it. Just 20 of you all. All right? I'm tired of TikTok sending me messages when I go live on his desktop and they telling me I'm not hitting my live goals. TikTok be on their stuff. All right? Now, who've learned something? You said, hey, what do you need? It's pinned on the look on your screen. It's pinned. All right, it's pinned. So just hit that. I just need 20 people. We should be good. Now, I'm gonna give y'all another hour. Y'all got me for a second. Listen, y'all. If you have learned something so far, put a 1 in the comments. If you want me to continue so far, put a 1 in the comments. If you want me to shut the hell up and go home, well, cut my studio off. Say great, put in the comments, great vibes, shut your bald-headed ass up, cut your computer off, and go to bed. So y'all are learning. Now, the stuff that I brought forward, did I say it or did Allie say it? And we use her information against what the report said, the CPS report said, and also the state. We're just matching it up. She said all this stuff happened to her at the age of 14, 15, and 16 with these elites, being in Russia and all this other stuff, right? But this paperwork is saying something totally different. These pictures we showing is saying something totally different. Around the same time that you're alleging that this stuff happened to you. No problem with rare shit. Y'all mean to tell me no, not one person gifted to the platform? I'm gonna shut this shit. Listen, y'all, this your boy Great Vibes on 10 for the win. Thank y'all for coming. Since nobody gonna support the live and none of that, I'm finna shut this shit down. I pinned it already, y'all. I pin it again. No, it's pinned. It's still up there. It's pinned. All right. Let's continue, y'all. Let's continue. You're asking who is Allie and Shelly? All right, y'all. Let's continue.
No, Maureen Comey is the prosecutor. I don't know if you guys know who James Comey is, but James Comey is her father. Now, before we get into that, Maureen Comey never asked anyone, have you seen witness children? At any time during these parties. Not once. If Cassie Ventura was 19 years old, if Jay-Z and Beyonce, Jay-Z was 31 when Beyonce was 19 years old, if Fat Joe...
Allie, you are not making a case, ma'am. 19 years old, these are grown women. You're talking about stuff that happened to you when you was 12, 13, and 14, and 15, and 16. Under the age of 18. Why are you comparing yourself to 19-year-old women? These women can go buy a house if they want. These women can go open up a bank account, get credit cards. They can get cars in their name. They can get mortgages in their name. They can do all this stuff in their name because they're grown. Man, listen. Boy, let me shut up.
Made a song called Sweet Mama. Was it Sweet Mama or Little Mama or something? I'll send that to you so I can correct that. Excuse me, here, hold on. Let me make sure I got that right. I don't want to misquote that. But he made a song about it. You can look in the lyrics. He tells you and puts in his own diary of how he raped a 16-year-old girl. And now she's getting ready to sue him.
Oh, shit. Listen, TikTok, man, we love you. God damn it, TikTok shop, we love you. Man, damn, we love you, TikTok. AI, man, listen. Allegedly. Please disregard that, TikTok. Allegedly. AI, I know you're listening. Allegedly. Disregard that. We do not condone it over here on this platform. Shit. Whew. Are we still live? Okay.
When are we going to talk about minors from 2006? The minors from 2004, 2005, 2009. When we talk about that, it'll be over.
Well, see, the problem is, Allie, okay, you're not going in there and saying, objection! I have a testimony. And getting up on the stand. That's your fault. You need to do that.
Hold the court. Everybody stop. I'm here.
Yo, I cannot believe this lady is falling for it. I cannot believe. Y'all, we got to do better as a people. We got to do better as a people. We got to. We got to do better as a people.
I'm here, and because social media told me now and tell my story, you're supposed to listen to me because social media told me to just walk in here and tell you that I'm here.
Your phone freezing up, Allie.
Oh, we're cutting out?
Yeah.
It's just some little stuff happening the whole time, but prayerfully we're recording fine. Prayerfully the playback will be fine. Girl, you about to get me started and playing around. I know you got a lot of stuff you want to share with us today, and I got a few questions, myself, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want to do too much,
yes,
but I can sit here. We can have us a whole little trial right now. Look, let me go find me some specs from somewhere. Order. Oh, let me stop. Oh Lord.
You mean to tell me?
And this is how things happen.
You mean to tell me she fell for it? Oh my goodness. Hold on. Let me fast forward to Allie get on. Cause Allie's signal went out. So let me fast forward. There she go.
Look, little history. You good? Can you hear me?
If y'all could park that damn car and stay still.
Hopefully it's
Not too real.
Yeah, look, I know how the enemy do you. Look, it's getting
that.
Look, too much truth coming out. But I was just reminded the people that they can always.
Too much truth is coming out. You know what, ma'am? You know what? Hey, that's your platform. I don't know you. You, like I said, you seem like a nice young lady. I'm not going to do that. We're going to stay on Allie. Too much truth being told.
Catch up on a lot of the
you
things.
kind of sound underwater, sis. I don't know if it's
her phone.
Know if it's still me.
Your image is frozen on my end, but I hear you fine. Okay, wait, you're moving now. You're moving.
Okay.
Yes, I am putting this on YouTube. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay, you look okay.
You're starting to clear up. Yeah.
Good. Look, to God be the glory. Yes. She's back, y'all.
No,
all right.
ain't.
I done told the people that you done answered a lot of the questions that people have come here and asked over and over and over again.
What questions have she answered? What questions have she answered?
This has already answered those questions. So hopefully we won't have that. Oh, goodness. As you guys can see, they're still on the road and whatnot as well.
Yeah, they running from their links.
I do have some questions for her.
Okay, there it is.
It's not you, it's me. I'll take it. Everybody say everything. It's not you, it's me.
Oh goodness! Look, one day we're gonna remedy this because we're gonna be in person one of these old days. You know, look, I'm claiming it. I'm believing it. One of these days. Then look, we ain't gonna have. Then I guess all the computers will start shutting down, the cameras and the lights, because that's what
it's happened. Trust me, it's happened. MK Ultra's no joke. It's happened.
Oh goodness. Well, I mean, I don't know if you want to pause for a second and answer some of my questions.
Yes, what questions do you have? Let's go.
All right. So, I mean, this is just some general things, man.
Yes,
I'm just curious about you, sister, because I know, look,
finally,
we always talk about heavy stuff, you know what I'm saying, and everything like that. I guess I just want to know, like, what do you want life to look like? So I got it written down. Look, I don't usually write down the questions. You know, I usually just ask people. I'm coming prepared and asking some questions. All right. I got a little Allie in here today. All right. So I've heard you say numerous times that you want to go back to school. So what is it that you want to go back to school
Pay
for?
attention, y'all.
I am a kinesiology major. And
wait, we go rewind it. Wait. Did y'all wait? Let me get on camera. Now, remember, they been on a run, right? They been on a run. She just asked what 55. Let's go back to 55. And people don't pay attention. People don't pay attention to the small details. Listen.
I got a little Allie in here today. All right. So I've heard you say numerous times that you want to go back to school. So what is it that you want to go back to school for?
I am a kinesiology major.
A kinesiologist. A kinesiologist. Time for Google. A kinesi. Time for Google. Do y'all know what that is? Athletes. How do you spell it? Hold on. Kinesi. Kinesi, how the fuck you say that? Is the scientific study of human movement. It encompasses the physical, psychological, and mechanical aspects of how the body moves, exploring the interactions between muscle, bones, joints, nervous system. That sound like a physical therapist. Something like that. Right? Okay. Okay. She says she's okay. If they are always on the run, moving. Okay, maybe she's doing this online. Okay. She said she's a kinesia. Human movement. She says she has a fuck it.
That you want to go back to school. So what is it that you want to go back to school for?
I am a kinesiology major. And I'm a double major, actually, a kinesiology major and a business major.
Y'all got that? Now we got some majors now, okay? I haven't did my research on that part, so I can't say yay or nay. I'm just listening just like you all. This interview was a few days ago.
Originally, I am a volunteer cheer coach, dance teacher for special needs kids for all ages. And my heart is always in a place where I used to say all the time, God has an amazing sense of humor, because I used to say I want to teach. And one day I want to have a line wrapped around a building to teach. And I was talking about dance. And now I've been teaching a lot on the internet. But originally, I love to teach the babies, adults, anybody that's in my eyesight is my baby. I can't have kids myself because of all the trauma. So I really admire being able to watch someone grow, whether it's accomplishing something, learning a skill. I know how long it took me one time to teach somebody to roll backwards, and it was just the best day ever when they were like, I did it. I'm like, yes. So I've always wanted, I've always dreamed of this place of my own, a place where foster kids, all kids, special needs kids, competitive dance kids, any person at any age could come into and have a place to release. I'm not the best dancer. I am not a pro. I just love to feel free, and dance has been my therapy. I love that quote that when words fail, dance speaks. So
y'all keep paying attention. It's about to get gooder, because Shirley is about to slip up and say something.
I love to dance, and I love to just feel that freedom. And I wanted to be a dance teacher and open a studio myself. All of those things are kind of changing now. And, I still love the kinesiology major. I still want to finish it out. I've been in the same community college for 13 years now, 12 or 13 years, which, as you know,
See, y'all ain't paying attention. I told y'all you gotta pay attention. Okay. She said a community college. A community college. A community college. All right. I'm finna rewind it just a little bit so y'all can hear it because I see most of y'all, I mean, a lot of y'all saying y'all missed it.
The kinesiology major. I still want to finish it out. I've been in the same community college for 13 years now.
Let's do the math here. 13 years in a community college. So she been at the same community college since the age of 18. At a community college. Right? No, wait. She finna give an explanation why. Let's hear her. Let's hear her out, okay? Let's hear her out.
12 or 13 years. As you know, a community college is a 2-year college usually, 4 years if you're really struggling. But because I was always threatened by the way my units were meshed with another foster kid, so at one point I was taking another foster kid's classes and she was taking mine, and the school did that of irresponsibly mixing foster kids units together as if you don't have enough. So I've been in the same community college
Y'all, wait. 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 You mean to tell me that they have foster kids at community colleges that I guess the social workers are mixing up at community colleges? Not high school, not middle school, not elementary. Now they all up in the colleges now, mixing the kids stuff up. No, I get it. I get what you're saying. It's when you have a certain need, right? A certain special need. I get that. But listen to what they're saying. She was taking another foster child's class while Shelly was. I want to make sure I heard this correctly.
for 13 years now, 12, 13 years. As you know, a community college is a 2-year college usually, 4 years if you're really struggling. But because I was always threatened by the way my units were meshed with another foster kid, so at one point I was taking.
Her units were meshed with another foster kid. I guess she was trying to say her credits, because I never heard of units. I heard of credits, right? So I guess she meant to say her credits was meshed together with another foster kid's credits. I thought when you go to college, you have to make an online, when you get to the online portal, you have to create your own user interface. Well, you know how where you can go in and check your credits, check your progress in class. It's your space, right? Where you can check everything about your college, anything you need to know, right? How are you able? Because when you log, if anybody ever been to college, right? You ever been to college? It asks you for your login information before you even get in. It asks you for your your name and your student ID. Y'all don't worry about it. We're going to figure this out together. Don't worry. We in this together. Let's hear them out because Shelly is speaking now. Let's hear them out, right? Because right now they class is all messed up because the foster system meshed their class together and the foster system messed them up with the So that's why she was taking another kid's class.
Is a 2-year college usually, 4 years if you're really struggling. But because I was always threatened by the way my units were meshed with another foster kid, so at one point I was taking another foster kid's classes and she was taking mine, and the school did that of irresponsibly mixing foster kids units together as if you don't have enough. So I've been in the same community college just trying to accomplish something, and I'm really smart. I can do it. It's just being able to go and not being bothered. I've been threatened on campuses. I've had to have someone with me on campus because of the threats. I found threats in the bathroom of the classrooms that I'm closest to. It's been a lot. But I would love to just be able to, I know a lot of people are like, what's the point of the degree? It's for me to say that I did it because
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me put some bleach in it. Allie, I thought y'all say y'all been on the run. Now you going to college? You went to college and you was actually going to class. Who need a drink? Who need a drink? Y'all, it's Wednesday. I'm not attacking Allie. I'm attacking the stories. She just dropped this a few days ago. She was live. Now she's in college. She's been in community college for the last 13 years. She also went to college while she was on the run from the elites, from the FBI, from people. But for some reason, somehow, she was still able to make it to class on the college campus. She couldn't go alone. She had someone with her because when she went to class, the bathrooms not too far from the class had threatening letters in it, addressed strictly to her. Out of all these people in this auditorium and all these hundreds of people that go to this community college, somebody wrote a note and put it in the bathroom next to her class. I want to know when she came. When did, because I see y'all in the comments. When did she get back in for Russia to finish up high school and go to college? Because if you were sold to Russia and somehow you made it back, you wouldn't be mentally stable to go to anybody damn school. You trying to shake off what the fuck you just seen over there in Russia. The stuff that you say that you've been through, right? Especially if you was locked in a container with other kids in it. And you watch them, allegedly you watch them be unalive. But you've been through all of that and came back and say, all right, time me to go to college. Okay. All right. I'm trying to say the name, y'all. I want y'all to hear me saying. So she made it back to Russia. Now she's in college. She's been in college for 13 years at a community college. And she's having a major in business, science, and also kinesiology. Kinesiology. Fuck it.
Coming where I come from, I just wanted to be able to say I accomplished something that I wanted to do. And I got something to show for it, whether it's a piece of paper or not. So I really would love to just be able to go back to school and have some peace. I really want to teach again. I feel so free when I'm able to just teach. Being able to talk to people through art. Art is a reflection of life.
I was going to unmute y'all. I was just going to bring this up. I'm just put that over my face. Let y'all read that. Y'all reading it? I mean, y'all quiet in the comments now. Are y'all reading it? Hey, are we reading this? You can't see it? Okay, let me make it. If you see a white box in the middle of your phone, click that white box. It's going to put your phone in landscape mode. There it is right there. It's bigger. That's when it was posted, okay? That's when it was posted. I'm not saying anything, y'all. I'm just letting y'all read it. I can't say this out loud because I get the platform banned. We're going to get into the name later. I know y'all asking who is Clara Parker. We're going to get into that later. I'm introducing stuff little by little so I don't confuse y'all. All right. Yes, Bob Saget. Bob Saget, yes. Who know who Bob Saget is? Who remember Bob Saget? If you grew up in the 80s and the 90s, you know who Bob Saget is. Yes, TV sitcom Full House. And also he was the host of American Funny Home Videos. All right, y'all remember do y'all remember American Funniest Home Videos? He was the host on there. All right? He was the host. Give here. Now, remember, I want y'all to remember this. Allie, according to this woman here, we're going to get into that another day. I just want y'all to take note of that name. Just see, you could screenshot this. She said that that Bob Saget also had Allie Carter. All right? I'm just introducing names. All right? So when I start talking about these names, you will know who is going to start making sense. This hole gets deep. This tunnel. So when y'all hear Allie talk about these tunnels that she been in, oh, we are going to visit those tunnels. We're going in those tunnels. All right. So Allie been with Bob Saget though. I'm not going there. I'm not showing y'all that yet. Notice the same name, okay? Leilani N. Diamonds. That's Allie Carter, okay? There go that name again. She posted, when I was 13 years old, I was buried alive. So now she was buried alive. Yes, her real name is Tori Outlaw, but just for here. Now she was buried at the age of 13. She was buried alive. But there go that name again, Clara Parker. All right. Y'all got this? Y'all read it? Y'all got it? Okay. I'm just dropping breadcrumbs. That's all I'm doing. Okay, that was good. Oh, okay. Now that was good. Mm, 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 mm. Boy, that was good. Mm. Now I'm showing y'all stuff. I hope you screenshotting it. So when I start talking about these individuals and connected them to Shelly and Allie, y'all gonna say, wait a minute. She said this. Wait, whoa. I got a question, Great Vibes. Well, who is so that's that girl in the picture. Hold on, wait a minute. Shelly, if you're watching this when I drop this video on YouTube, ma'am, I really hope somebody called the police on you. Because the stuff that I uncovered about you and your past and your connections with Allie Carter is sick. It is sickening. Now, I think they forgot that they posted this. All right. Y'all said at Leilani's Truth, 90s Nation News. The country where she was trapped. The longest time I stayed in another country, she was talking about Russia, y'all. Was 3 weeks. They wouldn't let me come back unless I did something that I still hate myself for. So I had to do what I had to do because I was scared. They let me come back to California when I was auctioned again. Y'all see that? When I was auctioned again, I ran. Oh, oh, oh. I'm not saying yes or no. I'm not saying yes or no. All right. I told y'all this rabbit hole is deep. Hold on, y'all. Now, this is my question. We dealt with 2010 when she say all this stuff was happening to her, right? We dealt with it. The courts told Shelly, they ruled, right, that Shelly shouldn't be nowhere near Allie. Allie said in the video that I didn't meet Shelly until the age of 16. Paperwork that we showed that, hey, you was in a personal relationship with Allie before the age of 15. Shelly, how old were you when Allie was 15? See, let a man do what you have done. He will be all types of names. But I don't see too many content creators like myself that's calling out this woman's behavior towards this minor at the time. But if a man was doing this, it would be all over social media. Y'all see this? Hold on. Because I'm about to play this. I gotta do this, y'all. I'm sorry.
I'm talking directly to y'all. All that crating that y'all doing towards the U.S., don't do it. Because that ain't what you want. That ain't what you want. All that crating that you're doing, Iran, y'all keep that shit over there. Because you're creating the United States. And one thing about us, we're going to show you better than we can tell you. So you better watch who you creating. And I'm from the USA, but I'm going to let you know something. Iran, don't come with the cracks unless you want to get,
Shamar said what Shamar
and you know what I mean. And I said what I said. Keep y'all ass over there. Stop trying to go to war with us. Iran.
I don't know how he got on my screen. I don't know. I guess he would just put out a warning. Hey, I don't know how the fuck he got up there. Hold on, y'all. I'm looking for a particular video. I was trying to lighten the mood, y'all. That's all I was doing, was trying to lighten the mood. Hold on. Where is it? Hold on, what is this? Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. If this it. Get off my screen. Hold on, let me see if this it.
And party favors run a long way. So if you want to dig for some things, I'll tell you right now that it's been in your face for a very long time. But no, I'm not standing behind Will Smith at what was supposed to be the 1997 VMA Awards. No.
No, that's the confirmation with her saying that she wasn't behind Will Smith. Hold on, y'all. It's one particular video that I'm looking for, but when I play it, I need y'all to tap the hell out of the screen. Cause if y'all don't, they will ban me. They will ban me. Here it is. I found it. Now, I need everybody that's watching, start tapping the screen. Start tapping. Everybody. Start tapping. Please. Please. All right, y'all. Start everybody tapping. Okay, cool. Let's go, y'all. Tap, tap, tap.
It is covered up by your local FBI.
Hold on. Whoa. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. I think I split it up. Hold on. Damn. It's the one where she says she been with the people up top. Ah. You know what, y'all? I'm not even going to play it because if I play it on here, they're going to take my platform down. So if y'all want to hear Allie saying that she was with the people that sits in that white building in Washington, along with both Obamas allegedly, go watch my YouTube channel. Go watch the YouTube channel. I played it over there. She said, this person right here said she was with 2 of them and the wife. All right, y'all, listen. So this the deal, y'all. Just make sure you come back tomorrow. Tomorrow is the 3rd, and it's 9:08 p.m. my time. Um, and I'm just talking about the people that haven't seen it already, Patricia and Elena and everybody. All right, because it's what she said that's going to be that's very important to what more information that I'm going to drop. But as we know, I did not say anything negative about Allie. I mean, Tori Outlaw, none of that stuff. We just debunking her stories. And so far, her stories are not credible. All right? So, Shelly, Allie, if y'all hear me, just keep saying that I'm a no good, sorry excuse for a young man. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate the compliments, right? I really do. Just keep, that tells me that y'all watching my content. You call me out, you watching my content. You calling me out, you're watching my content. All right? All right. So tomorrow, what's my YouTube name? Same thing over here at Great Vibes on 10. All right. Also, if you haven't followed my channel, please click that follow button. For everybody that has gifted the platform, Beck D, thank you. Miss Dream, thank you. Nicole Love, thank you. Latanya, Patricia, Rare, Shanice, Elena, Brighter Days, Shauna Girl, Daughter of the Most High God, Cobalt, Honey Love, I Am Divine, Pammy, Glammy, Capricorn, Aqua Brazil. Everybody, thank y'all so much. Do y'all see these kids are trying to get my damn attention? All right. So thank y'all so much for coming by, supporting your boy. I'll be back tomorrow morning, more than likely with TMZ. Because honestly, I really want to hear more of what the judge said about Diddy. But y'all see, the judge denied bail. Diddy cannot get out in the public. He's a risk. He's a danger to society. He's a danger to everyone. So he cannot get out in public. So I want to thank you all for coming in, supporting the live, supporting the platform. And y'all just stay out of trouble. Stay away from Diddy. I'm sorry, you can, because he's locked up. So Ray J, if you're paying attention, if you were watching, was you live on TMZ earlier today talking about you couldn't wait till the judge grant bail for Diddy? Y'all was hosting a party. Are y'all still having that party, Ray J? Oh, okay. This your boy Great Vibes on 10 for the win, y'all. Appreciate it. See y'all tomorrow.